get it cracking like a levy. I'ma show 'em all how to party if they let me. Keep the countdown and release the confetti. The party don't start till I get there. I said it's all in the rest and it ain't fair. I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. Yeah, give me my crown if it's just right. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this. Pull up with the top down. Ain't anything. I'm way too hot now. I radiate. Don't need a rear view. They behind me. Cause my future's so bright in my blind. Hold up. Why I gotta shine so bright? Don't need a reason. Escorting my haters out. They wish you sleep. Can't be nobody else. I'ma be myself. So they gon' have to watch me treat myself. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? You make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
Watch this. What is going on, everybody? It is Monday. So y'all know what that means. That means that we going to do this thing over here on the Native Tribe Show, and we call it I'll Do It on Monday. That's right. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Monday. This is what we do, right? This is our normal Monday affair that we have over here, right? This is the Native Tribe Show. You've reached the Native Tribe channel, and they call me Native. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And tonight, in case you all are wondering, what are we doing tonight, Native? Well, I thought it would be kind of cool if we care about Sonia and Nesto's childhood. Okay. So we gonna get into the root of the problem. Okay. I am a firm believer that you cannot resolve anything unless you get to the root of the problem, okay? So these two struggle brains are going to talk about their childhood in this call from 2022, all right? So that is what we got on tap. But hey, you know how this channel is. We don't sit around and complain. We don't sit around and be angry. What do? We have a good time. We dance. We celebrate. And I'm going to celebrate my people. All right. I'm going to celebrate my people before we even get started good. I got to send a happy birthday out to GC. It is GC's birthday today, everybody. So I want y'all to give it up for GC. Indeed, GC got a birthday today. So I tell you what, we gonna go ahead and we gonna get we see a little bit of a birthday song. All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock that out the way. All right, GC, thank you for spending your birthday over here with the tribe. You know it is all love and we are all family. So you know, we got our fire. Okay, all right, we got our fire. Y'all don't ever forget where that came from. Came over here at the Native Tribe channel. We got our fire. So for your birthday, you know what I want you to do, GC? I want you to light it up for your birthday, okay? Happy birthday from Native Tribe Urban Media.
Just can't wait no more, let's fast forward straight to the dance floor, no passport, take you on tour, let's transport straight to the course. I can't wait to see how you move, sound waves but I'm still in tune, head rest but I keep my cool, but we still getting hotter than the stovetop, when the bass go boom make your head rock, married to the rhythm it's a wedlock, now we got the whole party in a headlock.
You see the sparks are flying, let's get this thing ignited, this heat gon' start a fire, this heat gon' start a fire.
it ain't nothing but a party over here. Okay. All right. They might say, well, you go over to that native guy's channel and all he do is play music and shit. You got doggone right. And I am not apologizing for any of it. Okay. It's a party over here, y'all. We have a good time and we celebrate our people. So GC, happy birthday. As she said, super chat, native, it's my birthday. We make it look good. We sure do. We sure do. All right. So pretty GC, happy birthday to you. All right. Now, as you all know, I cannot do this show without you. All right. I really can't. Y'all keep me sane. Y'all keep me grounded. All right. Don't get it fucked up. I cannot do this show without y'all. I really can't. So let me see who joined us on this Monday evening. I got Leo Lady in the house. Hello, Leo Lady. How are you? Shark Tank Life has also joined us with flames in the chat. The Real Brown Family Chronicles is here. Bridget Weaver Hicks is also in the building. Mimi has joined us. I got that girl in here. Hello. Justin's mom in the building. I got the one and the only Bible lady here. Says I was getting word because I didn't see my notification. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Bible lady. I am so glad that you are here. GC is also in the house, as you already know. Say J is here with flames in the chat. Shirley testified finally is also in the building. Chick-fil-A gal is here. Hello. GC says, hi, Native Tribe. These dummies, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. She said stuff. I said shit. That's because I cuss a lot, okay? GC has also gifted 5, count them 5, Native Tribe Urban Media memberships, y'all. So along with it being GC's birthday today, we also got 5 new members, okay, to the tribe. Let's see who got those. It is I Choose Life is now a member. Miss Keita B is also a member. Marina Branch is a member. Rio 5309 is also a member. And Brown Wife, doing all that traveling while she listening to the tribe, is also a member. So everybody give it up for the 5 newest members of the tribe. All right. Now, some of you all may be new here. Some of you all may not be new here. But whether you are new or not, I'm going to tell you like this. If you are going to come into the tribe and put your feet up, just take your shoes off first. Okay? That's the only rule I got around here. All right? Thank you so much, GC, for spreading the love on your birthday. All right? Andrea is here. Hello. I got Jackie in the building. Rossi is also here. G Creates in the building. DMV 703 also in the house. Shayna Queen Bee is here. She says Philly. I guess she's going for them Eagles tonight. Fly, Eagles, fly, right? Chica is also in the building. Hey, let's talk about it all is also here. Beverly Pierce in the building representing OKC. Miss Principal is here doing all of her baking while she's hanging out with the tribe. She says, hey, everyone. Hello, Miss Principal. How are you? Michi 3 is here. Michi 3 and them, part of that notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Hello, Michi 3. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Erica Watson is also here. I got KW in the house. The woman he chose also in here, hanging out with us on a Monday night. Thank you. Virgo Cali, all the way in Cali, coming through. Butterfly Diva is here. Hello. Shayna Queen B in the same is here also. She wants to remind you to hit that like button. Thank you so much for that reminder. We also have Thirsty Rabbit in the building. Hello, Thirsty Rabbit. Mary Willis is here. Hello, Mary Willis. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. My hero, Black But Not Bitter, also joining us with flames in the chat. Pink Pearls is here. Marina Branch is here. She is now a member of the tribe. Cam Lewis also in the building. Southside Chi-Town is here. Hello. We have Tracy in the house. Casino Lady is here. Hello. We got Lifestyle by Miss Kim is also in the building. Say J is in the building, so she got a dance on. I ain't mad at it. Ms. Nisi also in the building. Yee, aka Abuelita, also here. We have a appearing by special appearance. Okay, Lexi the Law Nerd is in here. Hello, Lexi the Law Nerd. How are you? Miss Buckeye 99. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Miss Keita B is also here. We got Justin's mom in the building. Also, joining us today, we also have Val's non-wet ass and full pocketbook. No More Ponytails is also in the house. Nikki G has joined us on a Monday evening. We got, let me see. Lifestyle by Miss Kim says, is this the call where Sonya made it seem like she grew up like the Huxtables? Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. That's pretty much. We also have, let me see who else is here. We got Old Man Johnson's Farm in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Leo Lady is here. I got a Lady 747 in the building. We also have, let me see, who else is here? Nikki G is here. I got Mo Girl 2524 in the building. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? We got I'll do it on Monday. Ironic because we're doing it on Monday, right? That's what we do over here. Kia Elder has made an appearance today. Hello, Kia Elder. Southside Chi-Town also here. Sweet Peasy is here. Lady Redbird is also in the building. Hello, hello, hello. We also have Make Beauty Forever in the house. Hello, Make Beauty Forever. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Look at here. We got CW in here. Reefs and Muff's mom is also here. And look at here. We got Bible Lady that is gifted 5, count them 5, Native Tribe Urban Media. Excuse me, Native Tribe Urban Media memberships. Thank you so much for your generosity and helping the tribe to grow, Bible Lady. I do appreciate that. And it looks like we got new members called Pink Pearls. Lexi the Law Nerd is a member. Shayna Queen B is now a member. God Created Black, he sure did, is now a member. And PYT3 is now a member. Everybody, welcome the newest members of the tribe, okay? Now, whether you're new or not, I'm going to tell you the same thing now. If you're going to come in, if you're going to put your feet up, take your shoes off first, okay? That's all I ask. Thank you so much, Bible Lady, for helping the channel to grow, okay? We also have Diva Shawnee in the building. Hello, Diva Shawnee. How are you? Thank you so much for coming through tonight. I do appreciate that. Pink Pearls is in the house. Let me see. Jay Jammin is also here. Delicate Dale. Delicate Dale. So good to see you, Delicate Dale. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for coming through, Delicate Dale. Hope you're having a good holiday season. X2 Complicated is also here. We got No 504 also here. One Pepsi is also here. Okay. Let me see. Callie Cooley is also here. Hello, Callie Cooley. How are you? The Bushes said is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Mo Better is also here. Granny the Great has joined us on this Monday evening. We got Rainbow in the house. Hello, Rainbow. Thank you so much for coming through. Alicia Philly Girl is also here. Says at work, so I'll be in the bushes tonight. Ain't it kind of late to be working? I'm just saying. Alicia Philly Girl. I hope you get off soon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining the show while you're working. Them Folks is also here. Hello, hello, hello. Mixtures Monica is in the building. Soundcheck Annette also here. Hello, hello, hello. We got Mons in the building. Hello, Mons. How are you? Gabby Girl also here. It is Rakia who has a book on Amazon. Rakia is in the building. Hello, Rakia. Thank you so much for coming through. Shayna Queen B, I think I got you. Yeah, I think I got you. Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, we're going to have a good time tonight, okay? Because we got our 2 favorite idiots, right? They're favorites at this point. We like fucking with them, okay? We just do. We like fucking with them. We enjoy it. Okay, it's a sport at this point. Okay, it is a sport. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to pull up this call and we're going to laugh at it. We're going to break it down and we're going to analyze it in the most negative way possible. That's what we do. Okay. So without further ado, that dude 06 is also in the house. Hello, that dude 06. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate that. Callie Cooley said bacon banana bread. Want some, Nesto? Don't tease him like that, okay? Do not tease him like that, all right? It looks like them folks, Rakia has purchased the book, okay? Them folks is purchased Rakia's book. So please, Nikki G also got the book. We not gatekeepers around here, all right? Not around here. We don't do the gatekeeping, okay? So Rakia's got a book, right? It's on Amazon. If any of the mods have her information, put it out there so that way we can see Rakia get some success off of this book. You never know, how these things affect people. You never know who might read the book and it might make a change in their life. All right. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that she has a book. She has a story to tell. So mods, if you have the information, please support our our tribe member, okay? Writing a book is not hard, okay? It's not easy. I'm sorry. Writing a book is not easy. So yes, please, 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 check that out, okay? In the meantime, and in between time, all right, let us look at this beautiful, beautiful scenery, all right? Brought to you by our friends over at Phone Calls from Prison. That is Shay and her husband, okay? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Hashtag Nesto can't go there. Nesto can't go there. Okay? All right, Blue Bear. All right, Blue Bear. Leo lady. Nesto can't go there. Okay? All right? Just so you know, he can't. Okay? Y'all ready to get into this call? Y'all ready for this? Let's do this.
In this video, you will hear two calls between Sonia and Ernesto. In the first call, they talk about how Sonia has filed for bankruptcy 3 times and how her latest was just finalized. They also talk about Young Thug and how Sonia was once on house arrest with an ankle monitor. They go on to talk about their childhoods. Take a listen.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How are you?
Why you sound so low?
'Cause I was looking for something, and I was watching something.
You
But
what?
that's all. I was doing something. How are you?
Oh, good. You not at work?
I'm at work.
Oh.
I got here
okay.
like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, they felt us a little late today. So,
Good day.
yeah. So, I said I'd catch you for 15 minutes till.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, how you sleep last night? You sound like you're tired.
Oh, no. I slept good. I had a good day yesterday.
DC Lively, you read my mind, okay? This is 2022, all right? Now, if y'all are not familiar with 2022 Nesto, 2022 Nesto was full of energy, okay? He was happy. He was getting out any day. Any day now, freedom is coming, all right? Freedom is coming any day. I'm about to get out. I'm about to post this bond. All right. And everything is about to be good. That was Nesto's energy. You can tell. You can tell the difference between 2022 Nesto and 2024 Nesto, right? 2022 Nesto was like he was 10 years younger. Even though it's only been 3 years. It feels like when you hear, yeah, what you doing? What going on? What you got going on today? What going on over there today? Why you sound so low? What going on with you? What you doing? Where you been? What you ate? How your mom and them? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he was feeling it then. He was feeling it then. But oh, 2024. Beverly Pierce. 2024 Nesto. Oh God. 2025 Nesto. Lord have mercy. And who the fuck knows how 2026 Nesto gonna sound, okay? But 2022 Boy, this boy had hope. Look at him. Look at him. Shiny forehead and all. Look like somebody put some damn Vaseline at the top of that hairline, sir. Okay? Right? Well, Kiss My Ass said, now look at him. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Now look at him. Look at him now. I'm just saying. So yeah, so that's something to keep in mind when Pepsi. Yeah, 2024. What you laughing for? Yee aka Abuelita. What you laughing for? What you breathing for? What you laughing for? Uh-huh. 2026 Nesto gonna be under he gonna be out of it by then. We ain't gonna hear the boy talk. Let's listen, y'all.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Mhm. Yeah, I had a good day. You didn't call me, but I had a good day.
No, I did call you yesterday morning. I did.
No.
Yeah.
Callie Cooley said, looking like Eddie Kane before the blue sequence vest. Because it was all over after the blue sequence vest, like after he left the group and he started using crack or whatever the fuck he was on. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Nights like this, I wish. That's going to be Nesto in 2026. Nesto in 2026 is going to be Eddie Kane when he was on crack, okay? It's going to be Eddie Kane Jr. on crack. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Nights like this. That's going to be Nesto in 2026, y'all. I'm telling you. Let's listen.
Last night.
Well, you be busy at night now. You trying to have
No, I don't. I be in my room every day after I get off work. I ran some errands. I got some pictures, and I did something else. I can't remember, but I'm usually in the house. I said I was going to stop doing that, but I was in the house yesterday. I didn't do anything, but I had a good day. My bankruptcy got discharged. I don't have to pay any of that shit.
Oh,
okay.
wow. Look at Sonya with the dismissed bankruptcy. All right. Good for you, money dog. Good for you. Listen, there is nothing wrong with filing bankruptcy, okay? All right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The issue I have with Sonya doing it, though, is that if you listen to Miss Businessy businesswoman, right? She is all business. And she is all talking about Shirley and Shirley having bankruptcy. And she's talking about Shirley business failing and the candles and and her and Nesto thought it was so funny that Shirley's candle business was not successful, right? The problem I have is not necessarily with her filing for bankruptcy. The problem that I have is that you're filing for bankruptcy and then you want to sit up and pick and talk about and make fun of a lady that has an actual career, right? Who is actually a career woman, who is known, who makes a check, right? Every 2 weeks or however often she gets paid, money is hitting her direct deposit, right? She's not waiting. At no time when Nesto needed something did Shirley have to say, let me wait for the first of the month. Unlike some people that we know, right? The problem I have is not with her filing a bankruptcy. I want to make sure that we're perfectly clear about that. The problem that I have is that you can't file bankruptcy and then turn around and the woman whose husband you're talking to on the phone sit up and try to make fun of her because she tried a business venture that was an actual business and it didn't turn out the way she wanted it to. That is some bullshit. All right. That is some bullshit. Okay. What wait, hold on. Chica, you taking it too far, Chica. You taking it too far. All right. Chica said native in chat, I got home yesterday after some retail therapy and found my husband taking a nap. And I said to him in my Nesto voice, what you sleeping for? See, don't let this Nesto shit creep into cause no conflicts, okay? I don't want Nesto and this Nesto shit to cause no conflicts in your home, okay? All right? Could you not do that? What you sleeping for? What did he say when you said that? Huh? What he said? Huh? What he said? Chica, what he said when you said that? He probably woke up and looked at you crazy. Probably opened one eye, looked at you crazy, and went back to sleep. Am I right? Am I right, Chica? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? I'm just saying. Seeking truth. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? He was sleeping because he was tired. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stick up for the husband in this one. Okay, he was tired. You was out shopping. He was tired. That's what he was sleeping for. Did he wake up and say, "What you shopping for? What you shopping for? Didn't you shop last week? What you shopping for?" That's what he should have said. But leave the man alone. Okay, leave the man alone. Okay. DC Lively said, "I no longer say computer. I say pewter." Thanks to Nesto. Y'all do not let this ignorant shit seep into your real life, okay? Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out.
Good. Congratulations.
That was wonderful. Yeah, he was like, "What about that $600,000 Piedmont deal?" I was like, "What about that? I ain't trying to pay that." He was like, $600,000. And then that bankruptcy was almost $1.2 million. And so I was like, it's that house, because he asked me about property. I was like, it's that house I'm trying to get from under, and that I've been stuck with for like almost 20 years, and I'm trying to get it off my credit. And so that's going to be released off my credit, that freaking house, thank God. And then medical bills and all that little shit, but that was the thing I really was concerned about. So I'm cool. My sister's like, "You don't owe no house." I was like, "I don't have a bill."
Okay.
I was like, everything is gone. Every credit card, everything. All the cars, everything. I don't owe anything.
So you'll be starting over when?
It takes 3 months, and it'll bounce back to a 650, and then it'll go up from there. Because I could never get to an 800 because of that freaking house, because my debt to ratio was so high. So that I the weight of that house.
But don't that ruin your credit though for how long? 7 years, right?
7 years, but that's okay. Because the thing of it is your credit is actually better because debtors know that you can't file anymore. You can't file for 10 years, so any debt that you incur, you have to pay it.
Oh.
Right, so the credit is actually better.
Because I know a lot of people say, if you file bankruptcy, we can't give you a loan.
I've never had that problem.
I've never had that problem because I do this bullshit all the time. Nesto is so used to stealing shit that he ain't got to worry about filing bankruptcy because when you steal shit, you don't really have to worry about it. You just steal it and it's yours at that point. You don't have to worry about debt. You see what I'm saying? This is the economics of Ernesto. This is the economics of a thief, of a not so smooth criminal, right? When you are a not so smooth criminal, then you ain't got to worry about debts and paying people back and all this and filing bankruptcy and shit. So Nesto is very unfamiliar. However, Sonya, she's never had this problem before because she ain't never had a problem getting credit afterwards because she does this shit all the time. If you give some shit to Sonya, you ain't got to worry about whether or not she's gonna pay for it because she's not. Okay, credit is pretty horrible. Now, here's the thing. Yes, Shirley filed for bankruptcy, but guess what? Shirley didn't get out here on these recorded lines talking about her bankruptcy. You know what? You know how we know about Shirley? We know about Shirley because of content creators, okay? Let's be real about this. Shirley don't put her business out here on these recorded lines. Shirley is keeping her business. It's content creators that put it out here for the sake of humiliating Shirley, for the sake of trying to lift Nesto up by bringing Shirley down. They decided to let the world know that, hey, Shirley filed bankruptcy. All right. So that's how we know. That's how we know. All right. When people decide that they want to be infamous enough to put out people's business like that, that's what they do. It's just what they do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's how that works. Lifestyle by Miss Kim said that's not how bankruptcy discharge works. Your score is low and you have to rebuild your credit. Yes, Lifestyle by Miss Kim, that is very true. Okay. So Sonya again is getting shit wrong. Okay. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? I'm just saying. Is it really a surprise? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Jet Black Straight said, I've never had that problem with G. How many times did they let her do it? Right. I've never experienced that in all of my experiences with bankruptcy. I've never had that issue. Yeah. Nah, it is very telling of the type of person that she is. The Richmond, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Karen S. also in the building. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? All right. Let us listen to some more.
And this is my third bankruptcy.
There you go. Third one. She's got three, right? Three of them. She knows what she knows what she's doing, apparently. Okay. All right. Don't lend Sonya shit. Don't lend Sonya your pencil. Don't lend her a pencil, a pen. All right. If she gets desperate and needs a wash rag, don't give her that because you ain't getting none of that shit back. All right. All right. Thrice. 3 times. Okay. All right, BN. All right. Now Dr. Charles said the only credit cards she has are secured credit cards with a $350 to $500 limit. Dumbass. Yeah. She's very limited. She's very limited. Mm-hmm. Lifestyle by Miss Kim said my best friend filed bankruptcy and her score was 550 after it was discharged. Within 2 years, her score was above 650. Wow, that's pretty good. That's a nice that's a that's a nice little jump. Well, Kiss My Sass says, I know you fucking lying. 3 bankruptcies. Oh hell no. Yep. That is yeah, that's where she is. That's where she is. My Tie in the building says, hi, Native and Tribe. I'm sick, so I'm just listening in the words of Nesto. All right, My Tie, I hope you feel better. I do hope you feel better. Thank you so much for coming through. The Real Brown Family Chronicle says, say that again, Native Tribe, for the people in the back to hear. Who put out their Shirley filed for bankruptcy? Infamous Sylvia. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, let's just be real about what happened. We cannot. I refuse to repaint the past. All right, this happened. All right, I watched it happen. Okay, so let's just be. We're gonna keep it real over here. The Real Brown Family Chronicles. We are absolutely going to do that. Nikki G says, is it a flex to have 3 bankruptcies? It's not a flex at all. It's not a flex at all. Mm-mm. Shark Tank Life said, damn, she averages 1 every decade of adulthood. Yeah, well, depends on how old you think she is. I believe she's in her upper 90s. So, I'm just saying. Adulthood would have started a very long time ago, in my opinion. Okay. Because how the hell you got 20 years in food service and in customer support? You got 30 years on the job as a damn lawyer. You've been how long was she an astronaut, y'all? She's been a firefighter. She's opened up restaurants with Mickey Howard. She's done hair, right? She's worked at the beauty salon. How did they know what her beauty salon was? She's done all these things, right? She was a mechanic at one point. She was a CO at the damn prison. She's done all types of shit. So you can't tell me that Sonya ain't in her upper 90s having all these damn careers. Okay? All right? You can't tell me that when she go to career day at Katie's school that they don't know what the fuck she's talking about because half of them jobs don't exist no more. All right? Ain't no such thing as a fucking freedom rider no more. Okay? You can't say I'm a freedom rider because they don't have them no more. So half of the jobs she's worked don't exist anymore. The fuck is a haberdashery maker? Huh? What that is? What is a haberdashery maker? I'm just saying. The jobs don't exist no more. That's how long this heifer been working. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying she old, y'all. She old, okay? She is old. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's listen.
Your third one.
I filed in '96, and this dude I was dating totaled his car, and I didn't get insurance on the car, and he was running for that was shooting him, and they shot the car up and flipped it in the gas station, and he ran, and I filed bankruptcy. And then when the housing market crashed, and I had like 17 houses in my name, and I was trying to stall on one because I wasn't ready to move yet, so I just filed a stall, but it didn't get.
She filed to stall, Jane. Jane says she wouldn't have been a freedom rider. I disagree, Jane. She would have been a freedom rider because she wouldn't have had a car. All right. She would have used the Freedom Rider bus, not for any particular noble cause, not because she believed in what the Freedom Rider believed in, but because she ain't had no car. Okay. See, Jane, she would have just needed a ride. Okay. She would have just needed a ride, Jane. That's all it was. Okay. Right. Yes, Baba Lady, she got 17 houses in her name. 17 of them, y'all. 17. Okay. All right. 17 damn houses in her name. 17 of them, y'all. Okay. I know some people that actually have money that got 2 houses. Right. I think I know, let me see. Do I know somebody that got 3? I think I might know somebody that has 3 houses, right? Sonya got 17. 17. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mo Girl said, see, Mo Girl, see, this is why y'all be acting up on Monday. Mo Girl said she likes a bus. Go in the back and take your clothes off. Uh-huh. Go in the back and take clothes off. Go on. They're go in the back. What? I was like, what? That's what we doing? And then I went in the back and I took my clothes off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, we have a member milestone today. It is Compton Ebony in the house with a member milestone and has been a member for 14 freaking months. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Thank you so much, Compton Ebony, for the member milestone. She says, FYI, have a friend who that owns a haberdashery in LA. Of course you do. Of course you do, Compton Ebony. The one thing I said, you would have somebody that actually owns a haberdashery in LA. That's it's very interesting. But Compton Ebony, more importantly, thank you so much for being a member of the tribe for 14 months. Y'all, we got a member milestone. Compton Ebony with a friend who owns a haberdashery in LA. Thank you so much for 14 months of membership. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Thank you. That dude 06, thank you so much for the super chat. Said, first off, I call bullshit on 17 houses. Not even a monopoly. Not even in Monopoly. 17 houses with a 320 credit score. Right. So that dude 06, she did say they were in her name. I don't know if she actually, I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? The way that both of them talk, they both talk like liars. They have the vocabulary of liars. They throw in extra words like the houses were in my name. So does that mean that you actually own the houses? That your name was on the deed of the houses? were the houses in your possession? Did you have keys to the houses? You see what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things that dude 06. I don't know, but I call BS on just about everything she says. But that dude 06, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. JMM55 said that's crude and not romantic at all. You mean to tell somebody to go in the back and take your clothes off? That's what you're talking about. Is that what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just go in the back and take clothes off. Okay. Ernesto does not have a romantic bone in his pathetic little body. Okay. All right. Let me see. I also have a member milestone from the one, the only Kia Elder 305, celebrating 2 months of membership with the tribe. All right. We got a member milestone from Kia Elder. All right. Thank you so much, Kia Elder, for the 2 months of membership. And she says, I have enjoyed my 2 months. I'm so glad because I have enjoyed having you as a member for 2 months, Kia Elder. Thank you for supporting the channel. One more time, y'all. We got a member milestone. Indeed, member milestones all the way around. We got Compton Ebony, and now our latest member milestone is Kia Elder. Kia Elder, thank you so much. Compton Ebony, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. We dancing tonight, y'all. We are dancing tonight. Okay, all right. And then here comes one more. No 504, celebrating 10 months of membership. Says I love here, Native. Glad I found my tribe. I'm glad you found your tribe too. All right. And if you know anybody else that needs to find a tribe, tell them to come on because we trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Okay. So you tell everybody about the tribe. But in the meantime, no 504. It is always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for being a part of the tribe. One more time, y'all. We got to remember milestone. Yes, indeed. Member milestones all the way around. Thank you so much. No 504 for the member milestone, y'all. Let us listen to some more.
Discharged. I was just buying time.
No.
Yeah, but the house, I just decided to walk from everything and start over.
Okay. So what's your new plan today?
Okay. Okay, so I got my letter yesterday from the city. My zoning is approved. I'm applying for my business licenses. I spoke with my partner regarding the others that he deal with. He's supposed to be on that. So, because I got my new contractor on standby,
Okay.
So, that, and then looking for a space in Atlanta. I got two people that called. They want to invest. They want to open up something in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So, nothing bad. Everything's good, I guess.
Okay. But keep it moving then. Keep it moving. Okay. Well, guess what?
Oh, okay. I just want to stop him and say this. Okay, I actually did this one day. I did this one Saturday. Um, Maybe around May or June. I did this. Got in my car. Okay, and y'all know I don't really go to Atlanta that often. You know, I might go once or twice a month. That's really all I need to go there for. For the most part, I stay kind of like in the Decatur area whenever I need something, but sometimes I go over to Fulton County. But this particular Saturday, I was on purpose, right? I was purposeful in my mission. I went to Atlanta and I drove around Atlanta, Fulton County proper, okay? And you want to know what I was doing? You want to know what I was doing? I was looking for Sonya's businesses. Okay. Because here's what I said. I said, there is no way that this lady would get out here on these phone calls and lie and just lie on top of lie about opening businesses. So let me tell y'all, I drove around Atlanta and I mean, I passed by Old Lady Gang. I passed by all these other restaurants and all these other clubs that all these people have opened. I think there is a like one of those soul food restaurants that one of the, I don't know, Real Housewives or hip hop people or one of, you know, they all open up businesses, right? And I'm just riding. I'm just riding. Then I got on half a tank of gas. I got some more gas and I rode around Atlanta. And let me just report to y'all, all right? Because I never got a chance to give my report, okay? All right. Sonya, okay, I know y'all are very surprised about that because in October of 2022, she said that people were calling her to open up something in Atlanta. And let me just report to you all now that in 2025, okay, Sonya ain't opened up no business in Atlanta. Okay. Now I don't know why she decided to tell this lie in October of 2022. But y'all, when I tell y'all I combed Atlanta like a fine tooth comb, I went through street by street. I was all down by the Mercedes Benz Dome. I went by CNN. Okay. All right. I was over there by the Ferris wheel. Okay. This is how you know I was over there by Centennial Park. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. I even went over there by the AUC, the Atlanta University Center, over there by Morehouse and Spelman, y'all. I was driving, y'all. I was determined to find. Well, Bob Lade, I think I might have ran across Jimmy Hoff. I got to tell you that story later, okay? I might have. I was there, okay? I was there. I was all over the place. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. So here's what I will say. When it comes to Sonya opening up a business in Atlanta,
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When it comes to Sonya saying that she is opening up anything in Atlanta,
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
mhm. Yeah, we ain't really telling the truth on these calls, y'all. We ain't really telling the truth on these calls. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hold on. Wait. You taking me back to my childhood. Who was that said this? Hold on. Hold on. Who said this about Geraldo? Who said this about Geraldo? Because see, Geraldo, I remember Geraldo. Uh Hold on, where is it at? Oh, no 504 said, remember Geraldo tried that shit and it looked absolutely stupid. That was Al Capone's vault. Okay. Al Capone Geraldo made this big ass deal about Al Capone's vault and opened that shit up and wasn't nothing in there. That nigga thought it was gonna be all kind of jewels and coins and all types of shit. Had everybody watching that bullshit and wasn't nothing in there. It was empty. It was absolutely empty. So yes, no 504. I do remember Geraldo looking absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Um Callie Cooley said only thing she opened in ATL was a can of Alfredo sauce. I believe so. I believe so. Kia Elder said, I could have told you that before you wasted that good gas. Here's the thing, though. It wasn't really a waste, Kia Elder. Let me tell you why. Because, see, what Sonya liked to do is she liked to come out here and say, well, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know what I did. They don't know what I'm doing. So what I wanted to do is go on the record and say that I've actually looked. I actually went through Atlanta, street by street, and corner by corner, looking for a damn Sonya business, okay? I ain't seen no damn Sonya business. All right. I ain't see no nasty ass Alfredo shops. I ain't see no nasty ass clubs. I ain't see none of that shit. I seen a lot of black businesses, right? And I seen a lot of black businesses in black neighborhoods. I love Atlanta for that. Okay. I love it. It is absolutely a beautiful thing to see. But what I didn't see was Sonya. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Chick-fil-A gal said her legs were open. Ew. Okay. Ew. Chick-fil-A gal? Ew. Okay. Okay. Ew. Ew. That's nasty, Chick-fil-A gal. That's nasty. Some of us have either just eaten dinner or are eating dinner, Chick-fil-A, okay? That's nasty. That is absolutely nasty. All right. Tony says Sonya does not have enough coins to ride the horse in front of Kmart. Now, what you know about that horse? What you know about that horse, Tony? Huh? What you know about that horse sitting in front of Walmart looking lonely? Take 1/4 to ride it. Take 1/4 to ride it for like 2 minutes. Like what you know about that horse, Tony? Huh? Huh? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. As a small child, I was on it a lot. That's all I know. Couldn't wait to get on that damn thing, and it didn't do shit. I don't know why that was fun. Does anybody know why that horse in front of Kmart was fun? Because I don't. I do not. A lady 747 said Native went on a petty tour through Atlanta. You are absolutely correct. That is what I did. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Joseph Bullitt says you looking in the wrong places, Native. You got to look at the truck stop restrooms. Yeah, nah, Joseph Bullitt, I wasn't going there. Okay, I wasn't going there. Okay. I was not doing that. All right. I do have a limit. There are boundaries. Okay. I wasn't about to do that bullshit. No, not at all. Not at all. Tony said I had the coins. Yes, indeed. Let's listen to some more, y'all.
I did see on the news this morning that this white used to be mayor of Atlanta, white guy, old guy. He say he killed the white, but I didn't know he was waiting 4 months to get a bond, but they dropped the case, and now he's going for a bond hearing today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the other one, too. The other, the rapper boys, they got locked up.
Which one, Gunna?
No, the other one.
Oh, Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug. So Thug put in for a motion again for him because they dropped one of his major charges that he can get out on bond.
Shout out to both Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries in the house, as well as apparently I am her baby daddy, V. Lenore is in the house. Okay, so both of my friends have joined us today. Thank you so much. All right. And can I just say this? Okay, if y'all did not see V. Lenore's live last night, okay, I just want to say that V. Lenore is the blackest person I know. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody else has to say. V. Lenore is the blackest person I know. All right. I took a little offense. Okay. I did. I was a little offended last night when somebody said that they had to check to see if she was black. I wait, what? What? It was I was absolutely I was offended. Okay. All right. Villanor, you are the blackest person I know. All right. And I know some black folks. All right. I know some folks straight out of Africa. Okay. Villanor is the black. So don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, JMM55 says, Native, I don't care what the banner says. I'm getting some pumpkin pie for Christmas dinner. Blame my Mississippi mama for starting it. She baked me one every holiday. JMM55, do what you want to do, okay? Do what you want to do, JMM55, okay? All I'm saying is that they don't taste the same. Okay, it's not the same thing, is what I'm saying. GMM 55. All right, all right, and I don't have nothing to do with that banner. Okay, I don't know where that banner came from. Okay, I don't, I don't even know what the banner says. Okay, all right, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anita Richmond said Chitlin Black. I don't know. You have to ask. That's V Lenore. See, V Lenore, if you read the chat, there was some people that was also offended. We know how black you are. All right, we know how black you are. Damn it. Bobolay says Samuel Jackson Black. That's right. That is right. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Shit. Y'all, this boy done got locked up with Young Thug, and now this is the flex right here. If you want to know what the flex part of this call is, it is the Young Thug part. Listen.
You couldn't get out on
Oh,
bond.
good.
One that was major. I don't know what that was, but
I mean, he had a RICO charge. They was trying to say he was running a enterprise.
oh, so they dropped that.
I don't know if that one was dropped, but that was his biggest, most heaviest charge was the RICO.
Okay.
Because they were trying to say his record label was actually a gang and da 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 da. You know, that he was the leader. It was a whole bunch of shit. But you know, he had went a couple months ago before he got locked up and bonded out a lot of people that couldn't get out on bond.
What?
He went, I think it was Fulton County, one of those county jails. He went and bonded out a lot of people that had stupid charges that could not get out on bond, which I thought was lovely, because there's a lot of people that got dumb charges and live check to check and anything other than their monthly bill they can't afford. So a flat tire or a ticket, you know, stuff like that, they can't even afford to pay it. So you figure you get a case, you're in there for something stupid and your bond is $500.
She says this, right? She says this. But do her politics match what she's saying right now? Because she supports a president and she supports a Republican Party that is against cashless bonds, right? So whenever cashless bonds are on the ballot, Republicans vote against it. Republicans do not want people to get out. So as she's talking about how stupid and how high the bonds are and people can't afford them, it's funny how she knows that now in October of 2022, but yet always supports the Republican Party, who does not believe in that bullshit, because cashless bonds would indeed help people that are living below the poverty line to be able to not have to go to jail and not have to do community service for small tickets and fines. Because people do live paycheck to paycheck, they get caught up in these things, right? So that's the part about Sonya that's super frustrating, is that how is it that you can speak so clearly and coherently about the problem with high bonds, but yet you support Republicans who are against cashless bonds that would help people to get out of jail and get out of these situations? Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Jane says she'll have an excuse for them, the Republicans. Yeah. Yeah, she always does, right? She always does, right, Jane? I mean, but you know, it's funny how see, this is when I talk about this, and I think I talked about it yesterday, and I always talk about it because this is one of the things when we talk about what's actually wrong with Sonya. Again, I'll say it again because I think I said it yesterday. If I didn't, it was a time before. Sonya does not have a foundation, right? Sonya is just whatever pops into her head comes out of her mouth. Sonya does not have anything that is foundational to her, and therefore she doesn't really have any particular stance that she stands on. So just like what she's saying right now, if Trump were to come out against what she's saying right now, guess what? She's going to agree with Donald Trump. If Tim Scott came out and said the opposite of what she's saying right now, she's going to go with Tim Scott. People like this are in a constant state of confusion. Okay? People like this are in a constant state of confusion. If you know people like this that are just so willing to switch up their stance and their point of view based on what they just saw on CNN or Fox News, they live in a constant state of confusion, right? The truth is the truth, no matter who says it, right? Malcolm X said that. The truth is the truth. I'm just standing with the truth. And right is right no matter what side you're on. So if bonds are high and that's wrong, it should not matter who is in the White House whether or not that's wrong. It's just wrong. But again, that's the state that she lives in. It is a state of confusion. Okay. Well, Kiss My Sass says, I'm saying this in a mean way, but she's seriously ignorant in her ways. She absolutely is. She absolutely is. A lady 747 said, fact, she fits right in with those right-wing grifters. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chick-fil-A gal said Trump needs to start deporting leprechauns. By son. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's listen to her wishy-washy ass some more.
You can't even pull $500. You know what I'm saying? You lose your job, you lose your house, now you're homeless, all because of something
So you
stupid.
say he did that before he got locked up?
Before he got locked up. No, that made the news.
That made the news?
I saw it on the news.
Oh, damn. And they still won't get away in the bond?
No, and that prosecutor, she's a bitch.
That shit crazy.
She went on and had a big press conference about arresting him and this, that, and the other. And then she got death threats and was all, oh, I'm getting death threats. What do you think he was going to get? After he did that, releasing all those people, paid all those people's bonds, and was doing all of this stuff for the community, and you turn around and make a big-ass press conference like, yeah, I got him, and this, that, and the other. Of course people are going to hate you. Because you should have kept that. You didn't even have to make a press conference. You've never made a press conference before, but now you want to arrest him and make a press conference about it, like you're bragging on some shit. Wow. So you did that to yourself. You should have kept that quiet and just kept pushing, but instead, yeah, we got him, and everybody was like, we're not voting for you next election.
Wow.
Hey, guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna let y'all guess what happened in the next election. Can y'all guess? Anybody want to guess what happened? Did Fonnie Willis win or did Fonnie Willis lose? I'm just saying. Miss Political Commentator over here said that people were not going to vote for Fonnie Willis because of fucking Young Thug, right? That people were going to be swayed to vote the other way in Fulton County, which is let me see, what is the percentage of? Hold on. What is the percentage of Democrats in Fulton County? Let's just look real quick, y'all. I like to be factual. Let me see. What is the percentage of Democratic voters in Fulton County, Georgia? Let's just look. Okay. All right. Well, in 2020, Fulton County voted 73% for Joe Biden, right? That doesn't necessarily represent Democrats necessarily. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what it says. Let me see. So we got a Democratic president that won Fulton County by, let me see, 73% to 26% in the 2020 race. Okay. So I say that because it's not giving me a solid number for the Democrats in Fulton County. But what I will say is that between Fulton County, DeKalb County, Henry County, and Clayton County, right? All Democrats. All Democrats. I know for a fact that DeKalb County is 95% Democrat last time I looked, right? So Fulton is somewhere around the same way, right? So I say all that to say that you can't tell me that people in Fulton County are so upset because what was perceived as a threat to their safety, Fonnie Willis prosecuted that case and went on for that purpose to let the people in Fulton County know that, hey, I am looking out for your best interest, right? I am doing the job that I was elected to do. And that is the reason why I'm having this press conference, right? To let you all know that I'm doing the job that you all elected me to do. Which is why, contrary to what Sonya may believe, what she may think, what she may have thought in 2022, Fonnie Willis won the next election. They did vote for her, all right? And her Republican opponent did attempt to use Young Thug as a pawn, right? Because the popular vote, the popular thought amongst Republicans is that black people love crime. Black people love criminals. Black people love deviance. And what the Republican strategy was look how she did Young Thug, black people. He represents you. He represents your values. He represents who you are. I seen the commercials. They tried to paint Young Thug as some kind of sympathetic figure within the black community. And this Republican woman that was running against Fonnie Willis thought that that would work, and it did not. Backfired spectacularly, and Fonnie Willis won. It wasn't even fucking close. So no, Sonya, just because you love a criminal don't mean that everybody out here in Georgia loves a fucking criminal. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's listen to some more.
Wow. So he going for a bar motion now to get. I guess he gonna get a bar. I guess it's them seeing 7 deadly sins you can't get out. I guess I didn't know Rico was one on.
Yeah, still trying to say he's a gang leader. Enterprise, like a mafia boss. Like a mafia boss for blacks. For color. They're saying they was running drugs and all of this and this enterprise and this, that, and the other and whatever she's trying to prove that she claimed he did. But no one's coming forth and supporting what she's saying. And that's the thing. Emergency motion for contempt.
Wow. Yeah, and they changed the trial date from my fucking birthday to back to March now because the other ones don't have a lawyer.
Really?
28 people that they got locked up don't have a lawyer. But out of 8 people, 28, but 8 of them don't have a lawyer. Ain't that
really?
Yeah.
How do they not have a lawyer still? You can still get a public defender.
Yeah, you can't. How you gonna do that? And you got court offenders. All them public offenders. There's not enough lawyers. You see what I'm saying? So it's not. Yeah. So I'm just. I'm not worried, but I can't wait to my turn to come.
Right.
I should be straight, but I ain't got none of that crazy shit going on.
You gotta look at because the star was saying that.
Tony says, "Run, Herschel, run," and I think Tony, it's funny that she said that because when I went to go vote in DeKalb County, and I was standing in line with this guy, and this guy was absolutely livid. Like, this man was just mad. You know how you can tell when people are just mad? He wasn't saying nothing, but I could just tell that he was mad. And he was actually behind me in the line. And y'all remember, like, when they changed all the voting stuff and took away the boxes and lines were just all over the place. And he was mad because of the absolute insult to black people that Herschel Walker was. They propped Herschel Walker up to run against Raphael Warnock. Raphael Warnock, a Morehouse man, very accomplished, the senior pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church. You know, he's got all these things going on, right? A degreed man, right? Just, intelligent, able to form sentences, right? Stands in front of people every Sunday and delivers sermons masterfully, right? They decided to put up the most inarticulate, stupid man and thought that some kind of way black people would be fooled into voting for Herschel fucking Walker. Okay. That was the thought of the Republicans. And this man was pissed. And so when I finally got to talking to him, We talked that entire 1 hour. That we were in line that time for an hour, and he was just talking about how livid he was that these people were trying to basically play with black people's intelligence by running Herschel fucking Walker. Okay, people were mad about that. People were absolutely pissed because it does undermine black people's intelligence. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a black person. Oh, we don't know the difference between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. You know, and by the way, we love football. So in all of his commercials, he was either holding a football or doing some sort of thing on a football field. Monkey shit. Okay? Monkey shit. Right? So yeah, it was very embarrassing. So I appreciate you bringing that up, Tony, because that was Kingdom of Kush said Herschel Waller. You know what, Kingdom of Kush, I'm stealing that one from you, bro. I'm stealing that one. Okay, Herschel Waller, I love that.
He's trying to say you got charges in other states and stuff. You got to make sure, have your lawyer look and make sure you have nothing else pending that's going to get bonded, and then they sit there and, send you to the next fraud.
No, they can't do that. No, they can't. I already done checked it out all that.
If you don't have any warrant, they won't. But if you have a warrant and they bond you out of Fulton, the next county, because they're going to run a warrant check on you before they release you.
We already did it. I
Yeah.
got it out there to the other place. But like I said, I already know what that is. That ain't nothing. That's 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So they might not come. They might come, but it ain't nothing. But it'd be like maybe $500 going out. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of know what it is, but you can't. This is the time they put a warrant on. Ain't nothing a lawyer can do. As you can get go in and bond out as soon as you get there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he walked you in and walked you out like that. But in case you get some counties, you got to wait overnight to get a bond.
Right, depending on the time you get there.
Yeah, and then
And
you
the
got
time
to
they schedule.
you got to find out what's that, all that. So I'll just get through this one step, and I'll be all right. So
Right, your major problem.
Yeah. So I have a few more days. So once I get through this, I can just go him and get him to set me ready for the other county that's supposed to come. They might not come. But I'm going to ask him to go down there and get me prepared when I do get there, in and out.
In and out.
Yes, if I would know I had something then, I would have been in and out. I would turn myself in. They wouldn't be looking for.
Yeah, right. Look, Aunt Natty has a question. She says, I have a question. Is every inmate in Cobb County mushmouth? No. And I'm gonna be real with you, Aunt Natty. Every inmate at Cobb County ain't guilty. Okay. However, this nigga is both guilty and mushmouth. Okay. So no, it doesn't apply to everybody at Cobb County. Not at all. Not at all. The man that was accused of kidnapping in the Walmart out there in Cobb County, when the white woman said that he tried to take her baby, when the surveillance footage shows that he only tried to catch the baby from falling off of her cart, right? He was a man of Indian descent, and he, even though he had broken English, he was not a mushmouth, and he spoke very articulately when he did his press conference. So, and he was not guilty, right? So here we have it, Aunt Natty, a man who was not from this country, English as his second language, pronounces all of his S's, is able to speak English, not a mushmouth, and was not guilty in Cobb County. So there you go. All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Joseph Bullock, you ain't got to laugh. Okay. You ain't got to laugh. You ain't got to laugh, Joseph Bullock. You ain't got to laugh. Make Beauty Forever say he had a lot of support from his family and community. Hell, he had a lot of support from me because that was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. That man did not. How you going to say this man was trying to kidnap your child when all he did was basically, you got your babies are on, those riding carts that they have. Your baby's on the front. He about to fall off. He catches them, gives them back to you, asks you where the aspirin are. The man goes, buys the Tylenol, is not running out of the store. He's not doing if he was trying to get away, why would you stop and purchase Tylenol and then casually walk out the front of Walmart? This shit made no sense, and I was infuriated. I was absolutely infuriated. That was terrible. And Reefa Mo's mom said, plus he had money for an excellent attorney. Absolutely. Absolutely he did. And I'm so glad. And now I believe he's suing her. I believe. Mai Tai says she was looking for a payday. I guess Mai Tai, but she had done this before. She had accused somebody falsely of some other bullshit. So I guess that's what she was doing. So KW said he had my support too. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. I'm saying. Joseph Bolton said, Native, you held guilty and mush mouth. Damn it, man. Make beautiful forever. I think I have no doubt that he will win a lawsuit against these people, against this lady. She is awful, just absolutely awful.
Oh man, no crazy shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I often wonder, do I have warrants?
yeah, but you gotta understand, you can have put some shit on you. You don't even know what the fuck it is.
Well, yes, people cannot. If you see people's name on a lot of shit, you can have a warrant on some shit you had no clue that was out there.
And that's exactly what I had no motherfucking clue. But it's okay, because I'm good. So here we go. Is your time to go to work? Your folks there yet?
No, he's not here yet. He won't be here till closer to 10. He drops the kids off to school.
Oh, okay. So what you got going on today?
Nothing. Anyway, I'm about to file this eviction. I'm about to do some work. But outside of work, nothing. I said I was going to go somewhere today after work. I don't know where.
You're going to celebrate your victory.
After I was yesterday, I was like, we got to celebrate. He was like, what happened? I was like, got my bankruptcy.
Okay.
Man, I was listening to everybody's, because you're on the phone with other people, because it's like you're in court, but you're on phone court. So you listen to everybody else's cases and seeing how he's talking to them. I was so nervous, like, my case worse than that. My shit was worse. It was worse than those, but my shit was solid as far as my lawyer kept trying to, and they pissed me off because, so my lawyer all the while kept saying, just wait, because my bank statements from last year were so high, right? He was like, 6 months, you got $100,000 in deposits. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not making that money anymore. You know how you can be doing well and then Monday come and your life just completely changed? I said, well, my life completely changed. I said, I'm not doing any of that. I have none of those sorts of income anymore. It's a wrap. I'm down to regular money right now. You know, and he was like, yeah, but I'm like, no, we're filing it. I'm so tired of waiting. File it, because my life's on hold. File it, you know. Things I need to do. I want to get business credit. I want to do some, I just want to do some shit that I can't do because of this.
Right.
So I mentioned I wanted to hurry and get this done with because I might have a medical malpractice suit. Why did he put that on the petition? So the creditor dude, he's like, so it says you have a pending, because they want to know if any money you possibly could be getting in, they want it, you know, so they can put it towards the bills. He was like, you have a pending medical malpractice suit. I was like, what? I was like, no. He was like, you don't have another attorney. I was like, I don't have but one attorney, and that's the bankruptcy attorney. I said, I have no pending. And then the lawyer speaks up and was like, oh, that's an error. It shouldn't even been on there. I'm thinking, bitch, why the fuck did y'all put that on there in the first place? That was a conversation. That wasn't no, this is what it is, da-da-da-da.
Right.
So he's like, and I'm like, is this bitch supposed to be my favorite? I sent him a nice little email afterwards. Like, I am very disappointed on what went on today at the hearing. That whole mention of a pending medical malpractice shouldn't even came up. Shouldn't have been written down. Shouldn't have been on. Why is it on a petition in the first place? We apologize. No, you need my money back. How about that?
She always wants somebody to run some fucking money back. Oh my God, this is some shit. They speak the language of broke people that ain't never had shit, right? And I see some of y'all saying I ain't never had to worry about no warrants, right? I mean, is it possible to be walking around here with a warrant? Yeah, it is, but the chances of that shit are slim because you ain't out here committing crimes and shit. Is it possible that maybe a ticket slipped up and you got a bench warrant? Yes, that is possible. Is it possible that you out here on some shit like Nesto? On some shit like Nesto, theft by deception and shit like that? Is that possible? Absolutely not, unless you are a full-fledged fucking criminal. I'm just saying, they speak the language of criminals. They speak the language of the dummies. They speak the language of the uneducated. This is how they speak. This is why when we listen to them, oftentimes we are confused because guess what? We are intelligent, we are educated, and we are not criminals. So therefore, their language confuses us sometimes. That's why we have to lean on each other to understand what the fuck they're talking about half the time. Because this is not what we do. This is not how we live our lives, right? We don't live our lives like this. We don't understand this shit. My pumpkin says whenever this hag lies, you can tell because she coughs, hums, or has a headache. Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't. Yee, aka Abuelita, said, this is what it sounds like when the dumb cry. It is. This is what it sounds like when the dumb cry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The rest is still unwritten, says, so he put it on there on an accident. Told the judge it was on accident, but it still went in her favor, yet she still wrote an email complaining and wants her money back. Right. Sonya, first of all, I don't believe Sonya be making all these complaints and emails and shit. Sonya shuts the fuck up. All this shit is for Nesto. This is all show for Nesto, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she went through all that shit. I don't. I really, really don't. Real says, and most of us, not every other sentence is a lie. Right. Exactly. Aunt Natty said you could tell when this heifer's lying, her mouth is moving. Now that's true too. Okay. That's true too. Look, Mixtures Monica in the building with a member milestone. Hello, Mixtures Monica. Thank you so much for the member milestone. Says, Native, your rolling banner is cracking me up. Oh, I ain't really seen it, so I don't know what to say. But but apparently the banner has Mixtures Monica cracking up. But look, Mixtures Monica, here's something that's not a laughing matter. Okay. You have been rocking with your boy for 4 months of membership, and I thank you so much for that. Y'all, we got a member milestone. Yes, indeed. Mixtures Monica, thank you so much for the member milestone. I thank you for your support. Ms. R. Clark says she's trying to prove to Ernie that she is a law intellect. Now, Ms. R. Clark, Pam is the law intellect. Okay? All right. Now, did you mean that she's trying to prove to Ernie that she is the low intellect? Is that what you meant to say? That she is the low intellect? Because Pam is the law intellect, all right? Sonya is the low intellect. See how that works? See how that works? So I don't know if you maybe misspelled low and you put the A instead of the O, because Sonya is the low intellect, okay? All right. And if that's what she's trying to prove, Ms. R. Clark, okay, if that is what she is trying to prove, she proves it every damn time. All right. She proves it every damn phone call that she is the low intellect. Okay. All right. Because ain't nothing law or intellect about her. All right. Nothing. 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 Okay. Nothing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's. What does it say, Bible lady? What do it say? I'm just saying. I don't know what to say. All right. Let's listen.
Got me an extra $600 from bumping it because I was supposed to file in February of this year, and they pushed me to file July, which ended up being September. And then they was like, "We don't charge you another $600." Why? So we can store your file. I was like, "How about you hand it to me? I'll take it home for free. I'm not about to pay you $600 for you to keep my file in a drawer, and you're not working on it. Nothing's being done. Everything's ready to go." Now when he came in there, I was looking at him like, the attorney, like, this is some bullshit. He was like, "What?" I said, "First of all, I'm in here for bankruptcy, which means my finances is fucked." So he's trying to charge me a whole $600 just to set my file aside because you feel like I made too much money, on my statements and stuff. All my statements is reading too much money. So I broke his ass down to 3. Just give me 3. And I was like, I was like, it doesn't even make sense. What do you do? I said, I'm a paralegal. So I know this. I've done bankruptcy. So I did my first petition by myself. I didn't have to pay a lawyer. So, what are we talking about here? I paid him $1,500, which is nothing compared to what you pay for lawyers. This is my first time ever having to pay a lawyer, too, because all my legal shit used to be free, because one of my best friends is an attorney, criminal attorney. So all my legal shit used to always be free. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I gotta pay for that shit?
Okay.
I used my girly list and got $300 off, though. You know how you do it. You usually get a little discount. I know you know.
Yeah, I understand what's going on. Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. You be using your little wits. Getting,
Go ahead.
You what you got.
Okay.
Now look here, Sonya. KK Scorpio says, Sonya, we saw the statements. They didn't read too much money, sweetheart. They ain't read too much money. I can't imagine that Sonya would ever make too much money. Okay. Can you see Sonya for any reason getting turned down because she make too much money? Huh? She shits in bags. Okay. She shits in bags. She has no water in her RV/camper/trailer. All right. She uses the same ponytail over and over and over again. She refuses to go to a professional to get her hair done. She uses the emergency room as if it is a doctor's office. Okay. I'm doubting very seriously. Very seriously. If Miss Hot Dogs for dinner every night, if Miss I eat chili dogs every night, okay? Okay. I eat chili dogs every night. Got a whole bunch of money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Trina too. I'm just saying she shits in the bag. She shits in the bag, okay? All right. Major's wife, I'm just saying, she shits in the bag. She can't have tell me this. To my people that know people that got a little something, right? Everybody knows somebody that got a little something. How many of them people shit in a bag at any point, right? Whether they're camping, whether they're glamping, whether they're going out of town for the weekend, or whether they're just kicking it around the house. How many people that got a little something shit in a bag? How many bags of shit do you think you'll find at Steve Harvey's house? I'll wait. Or let's just say that you got invited to Oprah's house, right? Do you think Oprah would be like, one moment, let me move my bags of shit? One moment, hold on, I'm coming. Let me get these bags of shit out the way that I have shit in because I have all this money. Huh? Huh? None, Trina too? None? None? Jet Black Straight, you don't think that happens? You don't think that happens? No? Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying. It don't make sense that Sonya would ever have too much money. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Aunt Natty says Shirley don't shit in the bag. Okay. Sonya, Shirley don't even shit in the bag. I'm just saying. We're just pointing out the obvious. Okay. All right.
You know.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So what we gonna do? So what we gonna do when I get out? I want to hear that part. Let me hear your plan. Cause you got. What you laughing for?
It doesn't involve clothes.
It doesn't involve what?
Oh, I said it didn't involve clothes. But anyway,
Y'all remember when they was horny back in 2022? Huh? Y'all remember when they was horny back in 2022? They was horny back in 2022. Uh-huh. What's your plan for me? It doesn't involve clothes. It doesn't involve clothes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all see her. Uh-huh. Y'all see her. Ms. R. Clark said it doesn't involve kissing either. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Now may it involve some diaper changing, Ms. R. Clark? You think maybe some diaper change? there's a change station in her bedroom. You think maybe there's some diaper changing going on? Huh? You think maybe them Depends is gonna get changed? A little sexy Depends time, huh? Huh? Y'all see her. Uh-huh. Just in case y'all ain't looking at your TV screen right now, in case you're not looking at your phone, your tablet, or whatever device you are watching the Native Tribe show on, there she is right there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. A little sexy time. Uh-huh. A little sexy time with old Sonya there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Anita Richmond watching on the pewter. Listen, Anita Richmond, if you look on your pewter screen right now, yeah. Uh-huh. It doesn't involve any clothes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sexy. Just absolutely sexy.
I don't know. We could do everything.
Yeah,
If you gotta be stuck there, I gotta come there. Which I haven't been since I saw you last June.
But we don't know that yet. Now I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
I mean, a bond restricts you to travel. I mean, they're going to because that's the whole. You think about why they're not giving you a bond. So to give you a bond is going to be like a restricted situation because he's just really trying not to give you one at all. Which
Right.
you gonna take it? You know, fuck it. You'd rather be home than in there.
Absolutely.
You know.
Right.
So fuck it. What you gonna give me? A monitor? What? House arrest? I'll take it. I'll take house arrest. No thing. I got nothing to do.
Right.
You know, I can have company. I can move around the house. You know, showers. I ain't got to worry about a shitload of people. You know, and all of that. Cook what you want, get what you want. So take house arrest. You know, which that should have been something that when you went to court the first time in August, when he denied it, did your lawyer speak up and say, well, what about house arrest as an alternative?
No, didn't do none of that. Didn't do none.
Right. Like, for real. Because if you can't even give him house arrest and he's not a violent offender, no one's out there scared. What is the point?
Right.
Take his passport. He's not going to travel. You know, put a monitor on him, no problem.
Right.
They put me on house arrest for 30 days. I did not like that shit.
What?
To my rental property. I was in housing court. And the judge, because it was an all-white neighborhood, and everybody in that courtroom was white except for me, wanted to make an example and put me on house arrest to the house and said I had 30 days to fix everything that was wrong with the house. And it was like, they put me on a fucking ankle monitor like a criminal to the fucking house. I was pissed.
Why was she pissed when she don't go nowhere? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so contradictory. Every time he calls her, what you doing? Nothing. I just stay in the house. I just stay in the house. But yet they put her on an ankle monitor. So you mean to tell me that she was more active in her early 80s or her late 80s than she is in her early 90s? I'm going to say that that's a whole lie. I'm going to say that this 90-year-old decrepit ass woman is just like chilling at the house all the fucking time. Would it piss you off? Or where's she going to go? She says she didn't like Miami, right? She says she didn't like the people of Florida, which, by the way, on behalf of the people of Florida, fuck you, Sonya. Okay, we don't like your ass either. All right, okay. I'm just saying. As a former Floridian, born and raised, okay, I feel like I can speak on behalf of my fellow Floridians, okay, and say fuck you, Sonya. We don't like you either. Okay, just wanted to get that off my chest. Okay. Oh Lord. How did I not see this coming? Okay. I have a super chat call from someone that has now called themselves Ms. Shits in Bags. Okay. Ms. Shits in Bags. Thank you for the super chat. She says, I couldn't help myself. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Miss Shits and Bags. Okay. Tina Girl says, Florida here. We don't like her either. Thank you, Tina Girl. This helper had nerve to talk about Florida, the people in Florida. She don't like Florida. Bitch, fuck you. Okay. We ain't that fond of you either. Okay. But thank you, Tina Girl, for seconding my emotion. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's listen.
The house was on the west side in an all-white neighborhood. Talking about you got to move one of your tenants out and move in the house. This motherfucker was crazy. And I was like, what? And I was sitting here like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way you're going to tell me that my rental property in the hood is supposed to look like my house in the suburbs. Are you fucking kidding me? You know?
But you get it done, though.
I got it done in 30 days. I moved in with my tenants because both my tenants was white. I told them, clear out that bedroom. I'm not putting you out. I'm moving in with you, and I'm going to just be here because I had to be in the house by every day from 6 to 6 in the morning because my son had to go to school, you know.
Okay.
My son was 4 or 5 at the time. And I was like, my son has to go to school. I'm a single parent, you know. I got to take him to school. Sydney was old enough to be at the house by herself. I was in there fucking. And I was way on the west side. So I got it done. 2 of the leads from the city gave me a break because it was just like, why is this just so adamant? And it was like violate her on everything. Like he was coming after me. And I'm sitting here like, I have over 10 houses. I've never been to housing court, period. I've never violated on any one of my houses. So you're treating me like I'm a slumlord on one house. I walked away. I was like, fuck all of them houses.
So that means that if they put me in a labor, they're going to take me back to Florida County. I'm going to have to sit down in that jail until they put the monitor on me. That's what I'm
No. Well, I don't know how the criminal version works.
Wait. Justin's mom said that's a movie with Joe Pesci as a slumlord. Same plot. You know what? What was the name of that movie? Oh, man. It damn sure is the name of a Joe Pesci movie. What movie is that? Is it called Slumlord? Okay, now I gotta look that up, Justin's mom. Dr. Charles says, what a damn liar. She probably heard about a case where the judge sentenced a slumlord to live with his own property for a month. Or Dr. Charles, he heard about this movie that Justin's mom is reminding me of that Joe Pesci was in. Okay. What was the name of that movie? What part you want me to rewind, Major's wife? What part you want me to yeah, is that the name of it? The Super? Yeah, The Super. Oh my God, she watched The Super, y'all. That is crazy. Shay B, thank you so much for being here this evening. Shay B, glad to see you. Thank you so much for being here. The Super, yeah, with Joe Pesci. That is the exact plot of that movie. Oh my God, Sonya, you be watching TV like that? You be watching TV and then it transforms into your real life, Sonya. That's how that works. What the fuck? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. CJ said you are a slumlord and a terrible person who thinks the people who live in the hood are supposed to live in substandard housing while you live in luxury. I don't think she ever lived in luxury, but I get what you're saying, CJ. I think that's a stretch. That is a stretch. Michi3 says, so let me ask, when does a judge put a person on house arrest and tell them to repair the house? I'm in confusement. No, Michi3, she watched the movie. She watched The Super with Joe Pesci. That is the exact plot. That's exactly what happens in that movie. And this dumbass is actually presenting that as if it is her fucking life. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. AK's POV said, who lives with their tenant by choice? She is a lie. I believe that's a lie too. That is absolutely a lie. Oh my God. The Real VB, thank you so much for the super chat, says Native is a fool. I thought he was saying in the 1980s and 90s. No. He's talking about when she was in her 80s and now she's in her 90s. I'm so done. The Real VB. This lady said, now I want you to figure this out, okay? Sonya is not yet 60. Yet she's 30 years. Now do the math with me, the Real VB, okay? 30 years plus in law. She went to the restaurant where she wasn't getting served, and she told the manager that she has over 20 plus years in the restaurant business, okay? Now, if you understand the way law works, you can't just be in the restaurant service business and also go get your law degree, okay? So those things cannot happen concurrently. Those things would have had to happen separately. So now we're talking 50 years, okay? This lady is 58 now, 59, somewhere in there, right? How the hell, the Real VB, can this lady be in her 50s and have two careers, one lasting 20 plus years and the other lasting 30 plus years? This lady, in order for this to make sense, has to be in her 90s. Okay, this Sonya has to be 90 some odd years old, the Real VB. Now, here's the thing: I have tangible evidence that says that she is possibly that old. Okay, I have tangible evidence. I want you, you ain't got to believe me. Okay, I want you to believe your truth-telling eyes. Okay, this is a trigger warning. All right, this is what I'm saying. Okay, now look at her, the Real VB. Now you tell me that that thing right there is in her mid-50s. Huh? That thing on your screen right there is in her mid-50s. The Real VB. Huh? That's what you're telling me? That's what you're saying? No. Sonya, in order to have all these damn careers and all these damn jobs, plus the Real VB, she was 5 years a correction officer. Come on now. Come on. Do this say mid-50s to you? Huh? That's right, KK Scorpio. She was a correction. But Jane, a lady 747, do that say mid-50s to you? Huh? I'm just saying, y'all. Make this shit make sense. The math ain't mathing on how old she is. I'm just saying. But the Real VB, thank you so much for your for your super chat. I do appreciate that. The lady is old, y'all. She is old. AK's POV says she has 35 years experience in the criminal law. She has 20 years in the restaurant industry, or in 20 plus years in the nightclub industry. Right. How is that possible to have that many careers and they all last that long? How is that possible? I'm just saying. Lady 747 said I wasn't ready. I gave you a warning, okay? I gave you a warning. Michi3 said that thing can't bend over and touch the floor with the palms on the ground. Michi3, no, she cannot, and nor would I want her to. All right. If Sonya dropped anything around me, I would pick it up for her. All right. She ain't got to bend over for nothing. Okay. Not a damn thing. Okay. Dr. Charles says, Native, can you run it back to when she was talking about Sydney? Hold on. Where was she talking about Sydney? Because I must have missed that. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me see. Let me go back. I went back a little bit. Let me see if I hear.
And the judge, because it was an all-white neighborhood, and everybody in that courtroom was white except for me, wanted to make an example and put me on house arrest to the house and said I had 30 days to fix everything that was wrong with the house. And it was like, they put me on a fucking ankle monitor like a criminal to the fucking house. I was pissed because the house was on the west side in an all-white neighborhood. Somebody, you got to move one of your tenants out and move in the house. This motherfucker was crazy. And I was like, what? And I was sitting here like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way you're going to tell me that my rental property in the hood is supposed to look like my house in the suburbs. Are you fucking kidding me? You know?
But you get it done, though.
I got it done in 30 days. I moved in with my tenant because both my tenants was white. I told them, clear out that bedroom. I'm not putting you out. I'm moving in with you, and I'm going to just be here because I had to be in the house by every day from 6 to 6 in the morning because my son had to go to school, you know.
Okay.
Cause my son was 4 or 5 at the time. And I was like, my son has to go to school. I'm a single parent. You know, I got to take him to school. Sydney was old enough to be at the house by herself. I was in there fucking. And I was way on the west side. So I got it done. 2 of the leads from the city gave me a break because they was just like, why is this judge so adamant? And it was like violate her on everything. Like he was coming.
Well, Sydney was old enough to be there by herself. Okay, Sydney was old enough. Sydney didn't need a mom, Dr. Charles. Okay, Sydney didn't need a mom. But listen to this, y'all. Okay, y'all just heard what she said, right? The synopsis for the film The Super, featuring Joe Pesci, okay, for failing to fix his New York City tenement, slumlord Louis Christie, Joe Pesci, is sentenced to live in one of his units. If repairs aren't completed in 120 days, he'll go to jail. As Louis confronts the decrepit conditions in which his tenants live, from giant rats to nights without heat, he begins to have a change of heart. But avoiding jail time will mean convincing his money-grubbing father, the building's true owner, to invest money for repairs. So this movie came out in 1991. Who loves the 90s? Sonya loves the 90s. So is it a stretch that a movie from the 90s, she has some kind of way adapted to be her own story? Is that a stretch, y'all? Is that a stretch? No, it's not. It's not a stretch at all. This heifer loves the 90s. She admits that she wants it to be the 90s. So not only does she want it to be the 90s, she wants her life to be a movie from the 90s. This woman is sad as fuck. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, this is some sad shit. This is some sad shit. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. All right. So listen, y'all, we got we got a super chat. I'm sorry, not a super chat. We got a member milestone, y'all. It is from the one, the only Donna Michi, the RN, who is celebrating 3 months of membership over here at the Tribe. That is 90 days rocking with your boy. And I do appreciate that. All righty. Now, Donna Michi says, hey, it's time for a slew of letters. Thank you, Donna Michi, the RN. I am working my ass off to get stuff done. And yes, the letters are one of those things. But here's one thing we are going to get done right now. We gonna dance for the member milestone. Yes, indeed, Donna Meach, the RN. Thank you so much for the member milestone. I do appreciate your membership, and I appreciate you coming through and hanging out with the tribe. I got a couple super chats that I need to get to that I missed for some reason. Anita Richmond, thank you so much for the super chat. Said this hoe was begging to be a victim. Thank goodness she really doesn't have any money in real life. No, Anita Richmond, in real life she does not have any money. All right. Sylvia thinks that because she bought her food that she's not broke. However, I've seen broke niggas buy food all the fucking time. I'm just saying, Anita Richmond, she ain't got no money in real life, okay? But thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Mixtures Monica, thank you for the super chat. Says, just curious, would it be public record if a judge made a slumlord live with renters? I would like to see if this actually happened. It should be public record, Mixtures Monica. It should be. So yeah, that would be interesting to see if that actually happened, or if it was the plot of a 1991 movie. Okay, there's also that. Okay, there is also that. A whole lot of mocha. Thank you so much for coming through. Says, "Woo, I'm super late. Catch y'all on the replay." Okay, a whole lot of mocha. I appreciate you coming through. Bian says she is lying. Yes, Bian, most of the time she is. Okay. And JD is celebrating 2 months of membership. Okay. Thank you so much, JD, for 2 months of membership. I do appreciate that. We also got Michi3, okay, celebrating 3 months of membership. Thank you so much, Michi3. You know, the mod squad, my moderators, you know, it's Michi3 and them. Okay. It's Michi3 and them. That's the mod squad. Okay. That's but Michi3 is celebrating 3 months of membership, and we got JD who is celebrating 2 months of membership. All right. I do appreciate that. And we got 2 member milestones, y'all. And we're back. Yes, indeed. Thank you all for the member milestones. I do appreciate that. She's an introvert, says, I think you missed my 4-month milestone. Was it today? She's an introvert. I apologize if I missed that. I'm so sorry. But of course, I do appreciate you being with me. Yeah, apparently, yeah, I did. Apparently, miss your member milestone. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I am so sorry that I missed that. She's an introvert, but thank you so much for rocking with the tribe for 4 months. All right, so we got she's an introvert. We got Michi3, and we got JD. All right, all member milestones tonight. And I do appreciate you. All right, let's listen to some more.
After me. And I'm sitting here like, I have over 10 houses. I have never been in housing court, period. I've never violated on any one of my houses. So you're treating me like I'm a slumlord on one house. I walked away. I was like, fuck all of them houses.
So that means that if they put me in labor, they're going to take me back to front account. I'm going to have to sit down in that jail until they put the monitor on me. That's what I'm
No. Well, I don't know how the criminal version works. I know they made an appointment for me, and I had to go in and go get the monitor. And then, put it to the phone, I had to get a hardline phone in there.
Okay.
Yeah, right. This was like 2005 or some shit like that.
Yeah, they didn't like that no more. They just put a charge on the thing.
Yeah, see, back in the day. Right. So yeah,
Yeah,
I've been through it.
That's a hell of a thing now.
All because you're a landlord. I bet you didn't do that to no fucking body. They gonna speak about my father, like, 'cause your father will be so ashamed of you. And I'm like, what the hell? Over a housing violation? No one died in the house. What are you talking about? It's an eyesore. And it came from me evicting 2 bitches out of the house. One was in there selling pussy, and the other chick was in there stealing. So they both was criminals. I put them out. They went to the people that run that county or that whatever. They went crying to his ass. And then he like, oh, so then he went and called whoever he knew, some white fucking dude. Called, and then it just went from there and just blew up. And I was just like, what the fuck? Really? You know? Oh, and she's black. And then they thought I was like 19 years old. Because the lady, when she did the interview thing.
No one thought you were 19 years old, okay? No one thought you were 19. But don't you think it's funny that she said that one was in there selling pussy and the other one was stealing? Doesn't Nesto have a trafficking charge? And don't Nesto have a theft by deception charge? I'm just saying the irony writes itself. Y'all talk about the jokes write themselves. The irony writes itself. Nesto got a theft by deception charge and Nesto got a trafficking charge. So Nesto be selling pussy and Nesto be stealing. Huh? Huh? Huh, Sonya? Huh? Huh? Make that shit make sense, Sonya. They were selling pussy, Sonya. What Nesto was doing in the barbershop? I'm just saying, what was Nesto doing in the barbershop? They say that shit was funky as fuck at the bottom. I'm just saying, what was going on? Uh-huh. Tanya be here saying she does both things too, allegedly. Yeah, isn't that something? Ain't that something? Yeah. I'm just saying, Michi 3, this shit don't make no damn sense.
She was like, how old are you? And I was like 35 or 36. She was like, what? I thought you were like 19, 20. And I was like, no. What does that even matter how old I am? You know, she's like, I'm just saying. Right. He was like, right. So apparently, I got found some privileged person because they knew my dad had money. You know, so I'm sitting here like, no, I'm 30-something years old. I was 35 probably because I left when I was 38. I moved down here when I was 38. So, shit is crazy.
Yeah,
What's going on in your life?
What's going on in my life? Oh, I'm just being
How was your upbringing? Look, how was your upbringing? Were you abused, child?
No, hell
no.
No. We'll talk about when I get out, but I ain't I ain't got my head bashed or all that, raped and all. I didn't know.
Did you get whoopings?
Yeah, I got some whoopings now. Everybody got whoopings here with extension cords and.
But did they work?
Did they work?
Mine did. I got whooped the most out of all the kids. I got whooped the most.
Chris,
and I can say they never worked.
What I will say is, to me that's some cruel shit. That was some slave shit.
It is. That was bad. There's somebody who did that. I got whooped with extension cord once. Only once my dad did it because I cut school and got caught across town. No, he whooped me for that. I cut a whole week of school of a class, Latin.
He beat you with a extension cord?
For that. Yes. And let me tell you how I did his ass. I was like, I'm about to go in here and act like he's killing me because he really don't know how hard he's hitting me because he only whipped me twice in my life. So he doesn't know because he knows he's a strong man and I'm a little person because you know how little I am. And so he didn't know, like, to his strength, right, against me. So I went in there like, acting like he was killing me. But he really, really wasn't. I was about to act like this man is killing me. But I did have a mark that stayed on my leg for damn near a year. I was like, what the hell? What in the child abuse is this? I was going to class that Friday. I just cut Monday through Thursday. I didn't like Latin. I didn't see the point of it. My teacher was such a big dweeb. I was like, what are we, I'm not going to. So we go to the gym. I'm just behind the stage and just cut and just hang out. I wasn't doing drugs. I wasn't back there messing around with dudes. I was just cutting. I just didn't want to go to class. I got caught. And he told me, he's like, can I whoop her out the school?
In the case of Sonya was cutting class, hanging out under the bleachers, and wasn't fucking.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
So you mean to tell me, Sonya, that you was out here underneath the bleachers cutting class with boys in high school, right? With hormones going all over the place, right? Just hanging out, and there was no fucking happening under the bleachers. Reeves and Muff's mom, what do you think about that? Huh? A lady 747, what do you think about that? I'm just saying. The woman he chose, what do you think about Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III? The man that the woman, the man, the woman, the man and the woman who cannot stay away from other people's spouses, right? Who was willing to go in the back and take her clothes off for Nesto. We're to believe that in her early years, she just hung out under the bleachers. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hung out under the bleachers and wasn't fucking. Huh? Misha 3 said she was the dusty little dude. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm just trying to make this shit make sense. And Beanne says, did y'all catch that? She said Sydney was probably in there fucking. I thought she didn't raise her. This is diabolical. Sonya has imposter syndrome too. She doesn't know who she is. Now that is very true, Beanne. She does not know who she is. No fucking clue who she is. Okay. So you're right about that. But I'm just trying to understand. No, I didn't, Anita Richmond. I didn't. I didn't see her high school pic. The only early pic that I have of Sonya, let me see. This is the earliest pic that I have, and I think this was pre-high school. Okay. This is the earliest picture I have of Sonya. Y'all. Okay. And I think this was pre-high school. I'm dating it based on the fact that it's in black and white and the fact that she has edges in this picture. I'm saying that this is probably the earliest picture that I have of her. Okay. So I don't have a high school picture though. So yeah. But we can tell by the part. Okay. I think she's still rocking that part, the real VB. And the fact that she has edges, okay. If you check out the eyebrows are basically the same. Okay. So this is the earliest picture that I have of Sonya. I don't have one of high school. I think that will be very interesting to see. But this is the early picture. Shay B, I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Why are you saying there's something wrong with me? Okay. I'm just saying this is how early back I have of her. All right. And I'm saying middle school, I'm saying middle school. Okay. I'm not going to the furnace analytical one. Okay. I'm not going there. All right. I'm just saying I was asked about a high school picture, and this is the picture that I have of Sonya. Teeth are still the same. Eyebrows are the same. She just has edges in this picture. Okay. Just edges. That's the main difference, y'all. That is the main difference. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. As long as we got that straight, let's listen to this one.
The principal was like, no, you can't do that. It was really illegal for you to hit her, because you can't whip your kids. But he told me up when I got home. But then I cut school and was over on the other side of town over this boy house, and he had whooped me for that. So I was confused. I got a lecture, but I didn't get hit. That was worse, because I'm all over this dude house, and then so my father had my phones tapped. So I was kind of trying to figure out how this man know all our business. Every time he just knows our business, right? And so he was like, somebody in school been telling me. Come to find out, he had our phones tapped. And that's how he would figure out what we were doing at the house, because he was always gone.
Well, but you tell me why you hate your daddy so much. You seem like you hated him.
Okay, so I told you I fell out with him because of that house.
Right. Okay.
That house was in my name since 2004. They didn't pay the note from 2005 to 2015. They did.
Okay, but did that make you hate him though? That's when you
I
started.
didn't hate him. It wasn't a hate. It just I was just done.
Okay.
I was just done. I just stopped talking to him. I was done with him because
Did you go to a funeral?
Yeah, I went to the funeral. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I went to the funeral. I was there when I spoke to him. Right before he stopped speaking, when he couldn't talk no more. I was there for like a week, I think, or 4 days. I stayed over there and visit with him and them. I didn't directly have a conversation. I didn't help, when they was taking care of him and stuff. Trisha did all of that. I was just there. I really didn't have too much to say to him because I'm not a fake person. And he was trying, because he hadn't seen me since before I got sick, and he had heard I was really sick, and it was like she might die. So he had mustered up the strength to ask me how was my health. And I'm looking at him like, you over there dying. Well, okay, I'm better than you. Why do you, how you doing?
Hold on, y'all. I got to reshare this. Hold on. I have a little bit of a problem. Hold on. YouTube is tripping. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, we're back on track. All right, let me get this shared back up here again. So let me ask y'all a question. How many of you all actually believe that her dad had her phone tapped? Okay, her some kind of way went through some espionage, FBI type shit, and had her phone tapped. Now, Anita Richmond said that if that's true, her dad was a perv. Okay, all right, and I'm gonna say this: that is absolutely weird. That would be weird for, I don't care how much of a grip you're trying to have on your kids. If you are listening to their phone calls, which, by the way, can you see Sonia's dad sitting in the next room with a pair of headphones on, sitting in the chair, just in a rocking chair, just rocking back and forth, listening to Sonia talk about shit? Can you see this just in case measure, right? I don't think that it's true. All right. But we're going to make it official, Lady Janice. Okay. We're going to make it official. When it comes to Sonia having her phone tapped by her dad, who she clearly hated.
A lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah, now I'm going to say that that's a lie. I'm gonna say that that's a lie. Number one, the technology back in those days when she would have been running around school, the technology in the 1920s would not have been that advanced, because keep in mind the phones were relatively new when Sonia was in high school. Okay, phones were relatively new. I think Alexander Graham Bell was still alive when Sonia was a child. So the technology would not have been there for a phone to be tapped. But I don't think that Mr. Waller would have had the time or wanted to put the effort into listening to Sonia's phone calls. I just don't. I just don't. I think all of this is bullshit. Her phone was fucking tapped. Are you serious right now? I'm just saying, Jane, she old. I'm just saying she old as hell. That's all I'm saying.
I was like, no, you can't do that. Because it's really illegal for you to hit her, because you can't whip your kids. But he told me up when I got home. But then I cut school and was over on the other side of town over this boy house, and he didn't whoop me for that. So I was confused. I got a lecture, but I didn't get hit. That was worse, because I'm all over this dude's house, and then so my father had my phones tapped. So I was kind of trying to figure out how this man knows all our business. Every time he just knows our business, right? And so he was like, somebody in school been telling me. Come to find out he had our phones tapped. And that's how he would figure out what we were doing at the house, because he was always gone.
Well, but you tell me why you hate your daddy so much. You seem like you hated him.
Okay, so I told you I fell out with him because of that house.
Right, okay.
That house was in my name since 2004. They didn't pay the note from 2005 to 2015.
Okay, but did that make you hate him though? That's when you
I
started.
didn't hate him. It wasn't a hate. It just I was just done.
Okay.
I was done. I just stopped talking to him. I was done with him
You
because
didn't go. Did you go to a funeral?
yeah. I went to the funeral. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I went to the funeral. I was there when I spoke to him, right before he stopped speaking, when he couldn't talk no more. I was there for like a week, I think, or 4 days. I stayed over there, and visit with him and them. I didn't directly have a conversation. I didn't help, when they was taking care of him and stuff. Trisha did all of that. I was just there. I really didn't have too much to say to him because I'm not a fake person. And he was trying, because he hadn't seen me since before I got sick, and he had heard I was really sick, and it was like she might die. So he had mustered up the strength to ask me how was my health. And I'm looking at him like, you over there dying. Well, okay, I'm better than you. Like, why do you, how you doing? But Trisha was like, he was.
So let's look at it. Let's look at it, y'all. Her father, who may have been not worth a damn, okay, but her father was in his dying moments trying to make sure that his daughter's health, because obviously her father, even if he's on his deathbed, can look at Sonya and say that she looks bad, right? Because Sonya is not like she just now started neglecting her health. Even on his deathbed, her dad knew that Sonya's health probably wasn't that well. How is your health? He's concerned about his child. And then her response is, I'm better than you. There's a certain level of compassion that I require from any woman that I'm going to be involved with, right? So if I'm dating somebody, I don't care how good they look, I don't care how fine they are. If I talk to them and I don't get the sense that they are a compassionate person, it's one of the requirements for me, okay? So amongst other things, this would absolutely cross Sonya out for me, right? But see, for Nesto, it's fine because Ernesto is not a compassionate person. Ernesto is not an empathetic person. Ernesto doesn't give a fuck about people the same way Sonya doesn't give a fuck about people. So again, I agree with everybody that says that they are made for each other, that she is his karma. All of those things are true because see, for me, this shit right here, hearing this story, oh, fuck no. She would have to get as far away from me as possible. I need to be partnered, evenly yoked with somebody that has compassion because I have compassion for people. And so, therefore, the person that I'm with also needs to be a compassionate person, right? Not much to ask. But when you listen to somebody talk about their father on their deathbed and they say to him, when he says, how's your health? Instead of saying, I'm fine, she says, I'm better than you. You see what I'm saying? I'm better than you. Even if she didn't actually say this, because remember, Sonya lies about everything. But even if she didn't say this, the fact that she thinks that it's cool to say this to Nesto is also a problem. It's also a problem. I'm just saying. She's a horrible, horrible human being.
He wanted you to know that he was really sorry about what went on and everything and da 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 da. I was like, man, okay, he's dead now. Why you relaying the message? First of all, I was like, and you can't. You have 1 minute remaining. Something that you deliberately do. You cannot be sorry for that. Sorry is for an accident.
And she doesn't even understand apologizing. Sorry is for something that you do on accident. So the only time that you can apologize in Sonya's head is if you accidentally do something. So if I do something to you and I have done it out of spite, in Sonya's mind, I cannot apologize to you for that thing. I can't apologize to you because I was in the wrong mind frame. I was not thinking about it correctly. I was wrong. According to Sonya, you cannot come back from that. All right. That's the way this dummy thinks. Now, yesterday we talked about how she said that Ben Crump doesn't talk like he's very smart. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is in no way, in any shape or form, able to talk about somebody not sounding smart when she says dumb shit like that. Indeed, Anita Richmond, she is one bitter bitch. She is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That sums it up. That sums it up. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lady 747 said they are horrible soulmates. They ain't soulmates. They fucked a few times. Okay, let's get it right. Let's get it right, a lady 747. They are not soulmates. They fucked a few times. Okay? There's a huge difference between me fucking somebody a few times versus them being my soulmate, that person who my soul is tied to, who the universe deemed me to be with, and so divinely we were put together, right? That's a soulmate. Okay. If you look at the circumstances in which Nesto and Sonya got together, there is nothing soul or mate about this shit right here. They are two people that fucked a few times. Okay. That's what that is. That's all that is. All right. BN says, as much as she seeks validation from a criminal in jail, I would surmise she was under the bleachers. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. The woman he chose said, yet she worships the ground Nesto walks on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dr. Charles says she wanted Nesto to apologize for saying that she couldn't afford him, and she forgave him without an apology. Thank you, Dr. Charles, for pointing that out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's a hypocrite. She is a hypocrite. KK Scorpio say he didn't even feel enough for her to even kiss her. You can't be soulmates if you ain't got no soul ties, and nothing ties you together with a person more than a kiss, right? That's why men do not kiss prostitutes, because prostitutes are temporary. Is it a coincidence that Nesto didn't kiss Sonya? Huh? Y'all think it's a coincidence? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Dr. Charles says they do have a demonic soul tie. They do. They do. Tony says the dildo had sex with Sonya and not Nesto. Yeah, you know what, Tony? I haven't pulled him out in a while, but I haven't pulled him out in a while. But you get one of these.
Aha! Aha!
Yes, indeed, Tony. Yes, indeed. It was the dildos. The dildos are to blame. The dildos are to blame. Okay? All right. Let's see if we can get through this god doggone call.
Okay, love. Okay, love.
Mm-hmm.
We must treat each other right. How about that?
That is true. Treat a person like you want to be treated.
We ain't talking about that. We're talking about me and you. How about that?
Of course. Treat a person like you want to be treated.
Okay. All right.
Treat me how you want to be treated. If you treat me bad, then I can only imagine you want me to treat you bad.
But don't be spazzing out now, because you know you go left in a minute. Yeah, you will. So.
Oh, no.
All right,
She's so nice.
I hope you have a wonderful day today. Wonderful day.
I love you a lot. Make sure you call me tonight, or I'm going to block your
Okay, cool. I'll call you. What time?
It don't matter. After 5 is cool.
Okay. You must be in there naked. You must be in your bed naked. Is that
No, I wear underwear.
Okay.
I wear underwear.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
In this second call, you will hear Ernesto speak about his barbershop. He says he does.
Like Shay was like, "Give me some black guys in the barbershop." Shay was like, "Yeah, give me some black guys in the barbershop because I'm gonna be talking about barbershop. So give me random generic black guys in a barbershop. That'll work." And that's exactly what we're seeing right here. All right. We're going to let me see. We are going to speed this up just a little bit so we can get through this second call. The second call is not very long, y'all. It's about 15 minutes long, but these motherfuckers are getting on my nerves. So we're going to speed this up just a little bit, but let's listen.
doesn't miss it and he should have charged more money for the services. They also talk about their idea of opening an RV park together. Sonya goes on to talk about a business that she wants to open herself with a business partner who she calls Lo.
Good morning. You turned over yet?
Finished over 3 times. What are you talking about?
Yeah, work.
I said I turned over 3 times. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. You don't work today at the other place?
Yeah, we will have to be there till 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. They locked us down last night, so.
What you do?
Oh, I didn't do nothing. They got a little budget board, like a big old box and a bean bag. They throwing like a little hole, so the part had fell off of it. The wood part fell off of it, so they locked it down to see was the motherfucker done tore the shit up. So we locked it down all night to see that. That's all.
They ain't gonna be bothered, so they set y'all down.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's like babysitting, so they lock y'all down, like.
Yeah.
So, and go get on the phone.
Yeah. I'll tell you right when I'm getting ready to call you, right around about 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You probably was in the street somewhere.
He's in the bed. Watching TV, looking at my life like, oh my God, I'm so bored.
Are you serious?
Yes, I just didn't. I gotta change my routine. I'm not used to being like this.
She bored y'all, but yet and still the house arrest was pissing her off. Okay? The house arrest was just pissing her off, right? I'm just saying.
Always used to being like busy or just on a plane. You know, I don't go too far, but I bounce around between, you know. So this is the longest I've just sat in town somewhere. And this is just the longest I just, you know, and plus my job is boring. And I'm working in a law firm, so I'm not working in the club business, which is always, you know.
Okay, so what you gonna do when I get out here? How you gonna bounce that around?
Dude, that's gonna be so fun. That'll be fun.
I'm curious to hear that part.
That'll be something to do. What are you talking about?
Oh, it'll be something to do.
Yeah, I have things to do.
How you gonna do all that and you're gonna be working 2 jobs?
I don't know. It's almost over. I had a long talk with Lo yesterday, like, you need to wake up and get on him, because he's so passive with it. And I'm like, okay, just, hey, Brennigan, like, so, let's get this open. I'll be very consumed, so I have to appreciate this downtime, because I'll be very consumed once I open. I already know.
You're gonna be consumed. Why don't you do another business until that business gets started?
Okay, so yeah, I am. I told you, so this guy called me and was like, he want to open up a restaurant in Atlanta. And I said, fine, find a location, but I just don't want to do a conversion. It has to be a restaurant already.
Okay.
But it has to be something small. I don't want anything too big, because Atlanta has a shitload of restaurants.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, they got a shitload of it. So it has to be small enough where you can make it do something, but your overhead's not that high. I can't have like $20,000 rent, because that's my rent going to be in 2 months. Because it goes up in January, my rent. So I don't want it to be too high. I'm trying to think of something else. I think I want to do something a little different. Not really food, but it has food. I don't know. You don't miss barbershopping?
Say that again?
You don't miss barbershopping?
Hell no.
Why not?
Man,
First of all, he don't know how to cut hair. Second of all, this thing about her and Atlanta, and there's a shitload of restaurants. You know what else there's a shitload of in Atlanta? People. I have never, ever, ever gone downtown whenever there's a convention or, I don't know, a Beyonce concert, and seen the restaurants going, damn, ain't nobody in here, bruh. What the hell is happening? I ain't never seen none of the restaurants going like, damn, what we gonna do? Ain't no people down here. There's only a Beyonce concert, and we running out of places. We ain't got enough room for all these people. No. There's a shitload of restaurants because Atlanta is a convention town. Atlanta is a place where they have huge concerts. Atlanta is a place where they have a lot of events. So dumbass doesn't understand that if you get the right location in Fulton County, right, a place where once those people that are in and around the Mercedes-Benz Dome, those people need somewhere to eat, Sonya. Those people need somewhere to get some good food. So yes, a restaurant is always going to be a viable option in Atlanta because there is a shitload of people that come in and out. And also you do have a shitload of people that work downtown. Okay. So I don't understand where she's getting the data from that says that a restaurant would not be good. Anytime you're opening up a business, you have to consider the location. And if you talking about opening up a restaurant in Atlanta, you gonna make some money. Now, the only way that you don't, all right, I'm gonna say this: the restaurants that fail in Atlanta are the restaurants that are super high and have bad service and bad food. Now, at the minute that you don't pass that inspection, okay, the minute that you don't pass the inspection, word is going to spread and you ain't finna have nobody in your restaurant. But as long as you can keep your restaurant clean, which Sonya would not be able to with her nasty ass, right? As long as you're able to keep your restaurant clean, you can make a living in the restaurant business in Atlanta. I've seen it done since I've been here, right? Chanel Heslop, all the way from South Africa, is joining us. Hello, Chanel Heslop. How are you? Hope you are doing well today. Tony says, are they using roller skates at varsity? Do you know what? I've only been to varsity one time. And the time I went to the varsity, I didn't even order anything. Okay. But so honestly, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I really don't. Talks with TK says exactly, in and out, and don't forget through. Many people traveling through too. Exactly. Do you know how many colleges are here? Do you know that if you open up a restaurant on 10th Street around Georgia Tech is a major university. You got people over at the AUC. You got Spelman. You got Morehouse. You got all that little neighborhood, the West End neighborhood, all that stuff. But she says Atlanta got a shitload of restaurants. Atlanta also has a shitload of people that are hungry and that don't cook. Okay, I'm just saying. B. Ann says, I agree, Native. Whether it's my mate, parent, friend, etc., you must be compassionate. It's a requirement, B. Ann. It is an absolute requirement. Okay, absolutely. KK Scorpio says she's getting her data from the same place she got her dad. And it says we are 80% CMOS. Yes, we are 80% CMOS. Absolutely. A lady 747 says, I traveled to ATL for business a lot, and Papado restaurant was my go-to. I could always get a table. Food was good, and they were always busy. Yeah, Papado's does a lot of business. They do. They really, really do. Let's listen, y'all.
If I do that type of shit again, it's gonna be some shit where motherfucker got to spend some money. You ain't got that kind of money no more.
You know, I seen this guy, and he's talking about $1,000 for haircut.
You know, he probably
Which don't even make sense because your hair grows out in a week.
You can't say
that.
Wrap. No, you can't say that because I'll charge $500 a day. I mean, a haircut. So
nigga, you in jail, and your barbershop is closed. Okay. Nesto said, now listen to the man that's locked up. Okay. Listen to the man that's locked up talking about what his business idea was. He was charging $500. His barbershop, according to the people that went in there, right? I've read the reviews. Barbershop empty. The only person in there cutting hair was Dion, right? And he bragging about the fact that he charged $500 a haircut. Well, guess what, nigga? That's why you went out of business. Okay? You was charging $500 a haircut. How much was you charging for the other things that you was selling, Nesto? Huh? How much was you charging for that? If you was charging $500 for a haircut? Or did you have a girl on standby that was included in the $500 for the haircut? Because I feel like if you gonna tell me that I'm gonna get a haircut and it's gonna cost me $500, I'm gonna ask you what else the hell happens with this haircut. Okay? I'm just saying. Shit don't make no damn sense. That shit don't make no sense. Anita Richmond says, never seen him cut hair. It's because he can't cut hair. All right. Janet Toy says he's not locked up. He's just a little tied up handling some business, Native. Okay, my bad. My bad. Seems locked up, though. Okay. Seems locked up. Jet Black Straight said grand opening, grand closing. Okay. Let's listen.
It's a service that you put in there. Now, it can't happen because I did it, but it's going to take another 2-3 years before you can get that kind of money again because the corporate people got to come back up.
Yeah, the money out here is not like that. You got to just specifically gear to a certain clientele only, which...
Yeah.
How many of them get haircuts every week or every other week?
Yeah, and plus everybody ain't fully into the offices no more. When they get in the offices and moving around, traveling a lot more, yeah, you can get back down. But right now, this ain't that type of season right now. You got to find something everybody wants to spend some money on. And right now,
Mhm.
everybody ain't spending money. I see them electric cars coming out. And then go out there on TV, them screens getting bigger and bigger. I'm talking about them laptop screens. That shit looks so big in the Mercedes now.
Mhm. Mhm. It's all digital, like a spaceship.
Yeah, that shit crazy. The motherfucking that I see. I said, man, you ain't got to try no more, but it's so scary.
No, that part, yeah, no, I would never, because Sydney's car self-driving, and I'm like, don't you ever do that, because computers glitch, and you don't need them problems.
Yeah, I don't really want all the problems. I really don't, because I
No.
like driving.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so what you gonna do about just staying? You gonna try to? I mean, I'm like, what your plans is? It seems like they flip flopping every day.
They don't flip-flop every day. Like, the basic plan that's never going to change is I need the baby yacht, the RV, and some land for the RV park. Like, that's the end game. So that part will never change. It's
Okay,
just
so how much money we gonna need for an RV park? Let me hear that part.
the RV park. It just depends where it's at. Because it could be cheap or expensive, depending on where it's at. It don't necessarily have to be in Georgia or Florida. It could be Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee. It could be in one of them states, but it can't be too. I want it in a place that holds a lot of snow. But I need it to be able to, like, Tennessee it's money in Tennessee.
It is. That weather's
It's money in Tennessee. But it doesn't have to be, because it's not geared to rich people, it doesn't have to be high end, but it's going to be somewhere close to, like, a nice, like, spot. It's going to be nice. But I want something that's average, and I want something that's like Palm Beach. I need something in Palm Beach or outside of Orlando that will be high end. Because right outside of Orlando, where the horses and all of that, aquarium, what do you call it? I forget, but Val was telling me there's a lot of money right outside Orlando. People like to come to Florida. And people like to come to Florida to retire with money. And then they come down here from Canada, with the RVs and stuff.
You
and they sit down here.
You're right.
So I need something that's going to be high end, with in Florida. That is the one that's going to be high end, expensive. Like a resort. But I want a couple average ones too. Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, right outside of the big cities in Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia. Somewhere between Augusta and Atlanta would be nice.
Do they got strip clubs in Augusta?
There's going to be one RV park.
No, strip club. Strip club.
Oh, a strip club? Oh, you want a strip club?
You
want a strip club?
No, I'm just asking. I know.
I don't know. It's in Augusta. I've never been, but I know the houses are cheap, like Atlanta used to be 10 years ago. Yeah, so Augusta would be a good location to be, because anybody will drive 2 hours. You drive 2 hours just driving in Atlanta with the traffic.
You're sure right. They definitely got the traffic blocked off now up there in Roswell, 285. It's 8 months. The traffic gonna be wrapped around.
Really? We don't do construction?
Yeah. So I don't think it's a good time to move up there. If you stay inside the city, you're good. But outside, you're gonna be fucked up.
Well, yeah. So that's the end game. So to get me there, this restaurant will do it, definitely, without a doubt, do it. So, and I know what all of the strip clubs do. I know what that smoke lounge does. I know the numbers. So I already know the potential of what this place will do, because it has no restrictions as far as you gotta be 21 or no kids allowed. Like, you know what I'm saying? The more people that come in there and do stuff, the more money you can make. And then in the evenings, you just change it up and make it so that it is, more adult friendly.
Okay.
So the potential there, $20,000 a day.
So you saying you talk to your business partner, tell him to speed it up. Now how he gonna speed it up?
Man, he's so slow motion. I call that man turtle.
I'm saying, how he gonna speed it up? Ain't nothing he can do, right? He don't know what.
He's so lax about it. Like, I'm just in here like, oh my God, man. I mean, I'm cool right now, and it's gonna come as long as I get it open. No later than February. Before. Yeah, no later than February. I'm good. I ain't worried about it.
February? I'm with Nestor on this one. February? What the fuck? Nigga, it's 2025. What are we talking about right now? February, Sonya? February. Oh boy. Jet Black Straight brings us back to Vanessa Williams. Said, I'll be dreaming. That's right. That's all they do. That is all they do. And I guess, for the sake of somebody that's locked up, maybe dreams is all you got, right? Maybe dreams is all you got. Goddess Guap says, see how she never can give him a definite answer to his questions. He sees through her bullshit as they continue to talk while he's in there. Absolutely. She can't answer a question directly because she doesn't know anything. She just says stuff off the top. The first thing that comes to her mind, she blurts it out. There's never any backing to it. There's no research. There's no reasoning half the time behind it, right? It's just whatever she thinks of, that's what the fuck comes out. And when you are that type of thinker, when you're a surface level thinker, goddess, you can't follow up with anything. Yeah. Oh, she said February. Oh, lady 747. Thank you for clearing that up because I could have swore she said February because it's 2025, y'all. This shit ain't never happening ever, ever, ever.
I mean, what is this? This is October. So there's November, December. That's 2 fucking months. If the plans pass, then I see it happening. It's just a matter of getting these plans through. And his mind, the way he's thinking, it doesn't make sense to me because he keeps saying, as long as it looks like you do during the final inspection. I'm like, you are thinking about a whole nother part of this. Like, the plans need to pass because the plans aren't to code. That's the problem. You're not putting my plans to code. So they keep failing my plans. If these dumbass architects would put the plans to code, then it would pass.
Who architected this? His folks?
No, he met everybody like I met everybody. So this is the stupid-ass contractor who I cannot stand. People.
The same guy you've been talking about that ran off with the money?
That will run off with the money. They done spent the money. I know he done spent the money. That shit is gone. He's talking to it comes to the point where he can sit there and tell his lie how he lost the money. And he gonna try to say some stupid shit so that Lo don't
right,
break his toes. So and I just put it out there like, okay, he's gonna spend the money, and what he probably gonna end up doing is asking for it on the side just to say or he's gonna try to do a cheap remodel.
Damn.
Because there's no way he's gonna be able to get a job that's gonna pay him $200,000.
So you're saying y'all using his architect? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're using his
That's
architect.
why the shit behind him, but you already know that.
Yep.
Now, can anybody tell me what the fuck they need an architect for? Are they building the building? What exactly is the purpose? Sonya is one of those people that lies and adds entirely too much to the lie. Does anybody know, analytical one, you're an analytical one, do you know why an architect is necessary? Can you tell me what the point of an architect is? If you have a building, right, you need an architect to redesign the building. What the fuck do you need an architect for? I think this whole part of this whole thing is a complete lie. Okay. Let me just run over here to Maury real quick. Because Maury be knowing. Okay. All right. Hey, Maury, can you tell me when it comes to Sonya needing an architect?
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, got it. That was a lie. Okay. Bell Tower is my home. Thank you so much for the super chat. Bell Tower is my home says you go from being a lawyer for 79 years to flipping houses for 92 and a half years to owning an imaginary strip club for 3 years. Make it make sense. The age is not aging, okay? The age is not aging. The woman he chose says she tries to make it sound believable, but it doesn't sound believable because architects are the ones that design, like they design buildings, right? So what exactly do you need an architect for? I don't get it. I don't get it. Make Beauty Forever said the tone in Maury's voice is diabolical. It really is. It always has been, right? It always has been. KK Scorpio said it's basically an open space. They need the architect to build a plan to outfit the building. Okay, all right. So let's just say that that's what they're doing, right? How long does it take an architect to do that when she's been talking about this for month over month over month? So let's just say an architect is necessary. All right, got an empty building. Architect comes in, says, "Hey, we need to put a bathroom over here. Hey, we need some AC units over here." Whatever the fuck the architect says, right? You go in, you pay the guy, you pay to have these things implemented into your building. Why is it in 2025, architect or not, we ain't got no damn business? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, KK Scorpio, this shit ain't making no sense because nothing ever opened, nothing ever happened, right? And why is it that Sonya don't like the fucking architect, right? KK Scorpio said because normally when you're built renting building, the owner of the building will outfit it the way you want it outfit. So I would assume they have their own architect if they need it. But how is it that nothing got done though? That's what I'm trying to understand. And why is it that Sonya don't like nobody? She don't like the damn architect. She don't like nothing. Why is that a thing? I'm just saying the shit don't make no sense in the sense that, you know, businesses open all the time, whether it be Miami, whether it be Atlanta. You know, are there little snags here and there? Yeah, there are, but to the point to where the business never opens, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Lady 747 said, first of all, she has no money. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Let's listen.
Like it's a stall.
It is a stall.
That's what I feel like. I talked to my other contractor yesterday, the new guy that I met, and he's just like, "What you want to do?" Because I'm ready. I'm like, I'm about to have a sit down. So I'm gonna have a sit down with Lo this week, and I'm about to shake his lawyer.
So when did you get that? When did you get it? April, May? When did you get that spot?
April 1st is when we got the keys.
Okay. That's a long time. Okay. They ain't made no money.
And the last week of April was when we did the walkthrough with the architect chick, right? So you got all of May. Because remember, I went to Atlanta for 2 weeks in May, right? So you got all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August, all of September, just for plans not to be correct. We spend a freaking year on plans.
Damn.
Right? Because it's going to be a year shortly.
It don't take that long. So how your sister holding up with these plans you got going on?
Everybody's holding on. I mean, yeah. Tanya makes good money doing her little. She sells life insurance, and on top of she bartends. I mean, she should be in her company. Well, I mean, they all gonna quit and come on board. So it's gonna be. That's why I just want to hurry and get this going and pull the tourism and all of that stuff and get, and then 6 months after I open, I hope to get the second location in Atlanta. It should be okay in 6 months. The buzz should be big enough. And I want an RV park outside of Charlotte. Definitely.
All right, well, you have yourself a wonderful day today.
I will. You too. I'm going to be just fine. I love you more.
Yes, you are. All right. Have a great day. Bye.
All right. Call me later. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for what?
For everything.
Oh, thank you for everything. Shit. Thank you. All right, love. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Well, folks, we made it through another one, okay? We did it, y'all. We did it. I'm telling you, I cannot do this without you all, okay? So we are done. I want to thank Shay over there at Phone Calls from Prison, okay? Shay is the one that provides us with this material that we laugh at, that we break down, and that we analyze in the most negative way possible. Shay and your husband, thank you so much for all that you do out here in these YouTube streets, okay? Now, I also want to thank the notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad, also known as Meet You 3 and them, all right? Thank you, ladies, for all that you do out here helping me with this show. And honestly, couldn't do it without you. Okay. I mean that. I absolutely mean that. If you gave a Cash App, if you hit the super chat, if you gave a super sticker, if you went to nativetribeshop.com, that's 3 words, nativetribeshop.com, and let's say you just picked up some merchandise, you have indeed helped the channel, and in turn, you have supported me. All right. Thank you for all of your support. Okay, I do appreciate you so much. Okay. I got my friend Via Lenore, who has been waiting to come up. Okay, and she is coming up right after me. So be on the lookout for your notifications for V. Lenore. She's got some things that she wants to talk about over there at the V. Lenore show. Okay. So yeah, so if you up for staying up a little bit later, or if you over there on the West Coast with her, it's like 2 p.m. over there. Okay, so over here where I'm at, we pushing 11 o'clock. But over there on the West Coast, it's probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So y'all got some time. Go hang out with V. Lenore. All right. Always a good show. Always a good time over there with my friend. So go check her out. All right. In the meantime, I am out of here. All right. I am out of here. It's been fun. It has been absolutely fun. I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to do some Tribe Tuesday with me and V. Lenore together. And we're going to be right over here at the Native Tribe Show. All right. So look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Check out my friend V. Lenore tonight. But in the meantime, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved, and you are blessed. And there ain't nothing that anybody can do about that, not even you. All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for coming out, and I will see you all tomorrow.